11 boys in motor number 2. Alex Shanks getting into the work early. Can he hang on to the whole shot? It looks like he might, but he's got coming in the form of the 912. That's the rider of Tauranga. That's Tyler Cochran. He's busting move alongside East Cities. Jackson Carroll on 247 with Bradley Perriam on the 139 out of Hamilton looking to get around. Nathan Swain out of the Sunset Coast on the 717 and Robbie Zilwood out of Harler in the 258, but it is your 905 rider out of Hamilton, Alex Shanks, and he's got the 912 there, Tyler Cochran out of Tauranga in the number 2 with Jackson Carroll looking like he's going to get the 3 as these kids show us the skills that pay the bills down that final straight.
All right, we are into another one of the 11 boys. Landry Deglifts, Nielsen Urata, Tobias Dickinson, James Sinclair, Baxter Arthur, and Jack Bramwell in this one. And it looks like Tobias Dickinson's gone through in the whole shot. Nielsen Urata in the 2, James Sinclair in the mix, as well as Baxter Arthur. But it is all the Westie Express. Tobias Dickinson out in the top spot. He's got company though. Nielsen Urata's making a move on that outside shoulder. Can we cook up a high-low? As we head towards home, Nielsen gets on a good line out of the corner. What is going to happen? Tobias covers it. He'll hold on. Nielsen's going to have to stay in the 2. And it will be James Sinclair bringing it home in the 3.
Oh, here we go. We got 11 girls thanks to Battery Town to the work. Oh, no, sorry. I might have jumped. I've dropped the race. Getting too excited. This is back to the 11 boys thanks to the Honda shop. We're into Josh Braithwaite on the NZ at the Mountain Rider. He's into the work early. We're looking for Capital Cities 118. That's Jack Kelly. Nixon moving out of Christchurch. Max Whitelaw from North Harbour. Toby Ryan and Finn Barrington. Yeah, they come though into the last straight they go. It looks like it's Josh Braithwaite on the NZ8. Jack Kelly in the 2 and Nixon Murphy in the 3. But Nixon Murphy's making it go. Was it too much? I don't know. Do you want to be doing whips and stuff down their final straight? I don't think so, Tim. As we round out race number 117. We're straight into race number 118 here. This is 11 girls. This is where the action's at. It looks like we've got an Aussie out the front. It sure is. It's the Aussie number 5. That's Penny Simmons. She's out into Liam Lloyd, the mountain rider from New Zealand, into the work as well alongside Peyton Carroll out of East City. She's sitting in the 3 spot at the moment in the 257. Serene Hedges out of the North Harbour on the 945. The Aria Boycott Jenkins. Out of Hamilton on the 506, Ali Sprocket. Out of Parlour on the 759, but it's your Australian. Eddie Simmons in the 1 as we round out here. Race number 118, motor number 2. 11 girls, thanks to Patrick Town.
All right, we're just trying to get our chat back online for our YouTube comments, but we are into 12 boys thanks to VCE, Charlie Withington, Nathan Grantham, Hamish McIntosh, Brooklyn Hanson, Jack Duckett, Jared Rennie, and Cooper Murphy in this one. And going through into that whole shot position, we'll just pick up who's there. It looks like it's going to be Charlie Withington in the 1, Cooper Murphy for the 2, Jack Duckett in the 3. Big, whoa, a little bit of a rub as they come back towards us. Charlie though, he seems to be locked and loaded. The 134 Black charging hard. What is going to happen back in the 3-4? Hanson trying to cover his line out of the final turn. He manages to get across and he'll stay in the mix for the 3.
Tell you what, this is a pretty stacked motor thanks to VCE. It's race number 120. It's another gate of 12 boys and they're into their work early. We're looking for Reeve Hendricks trying to make a move, but it looks like it's the 157. That is your rider and a Dunedin. That's John O'Hanson managing to get out in the front with Dylan Sarzi out of North Harbour. The Currently Night 2 sitting in the 3. Coulter Joyce, the mountain rider, looking for his way around. Kay Peterson out of East Cities in the thick of it too. As they come back down towards us looking for Levi Morahu and Kay McCann, but it looks like it's your 157. John O'Hanson in the front with Reeve Hendricks in the 2. Here we go. What's going to happen? The battle's on for 3 and 4. I think we've got some company. Coulter Joyce, what's he going to do off the outside? I don't know, but that looks like how it might roll out for race number 120. Thanks to VCE.
All right, we're into it again. 12 boys. Braxton Gillard, Scott Wistrand, Josh Heppy, Rico Ryan, Sol Probin, Ryan Marshall, and Connor Wilkins, in this one. And it is going to be Rico Ryan going through in the whole shot. Braxton Gillard in the 2, Sol Probin the 3, followed by Josh Heppy in the 4. Rico the rocket ship though, he has got himself a couple of white legs back to the 2 spot coming down the 3rd straight. We'll see that flying red bike get across the finish line before we know it. He's got there locked and loaded. Gillard in on the 2. Probin and the 3. And it will be somewhat of a pedestrian affair from our 12 boys. Very unusual.
Here we go though, into the work they go. This is now our 13 boys, lucky for some. Into the work early. I tell you what, I don't think I've seen legs go faster than that unless they're in a hurricane. Here we go, Nixon Banks out of Hamilton on the NI2. He's busting a move. Fletcher Lawrence out of Harwell trying to catch him, but not doing. I tell you what, Nixon Banks is flying. Just like a Wimbledon hurricane. Liam Clifford looking for a way around. Jacob White, Cooper Hallitan, McConnell Lane, sorry, looking for a pace, but it looks like it's going to be Nixon Banks all the way. The Nixon Banks show here in race number 122, model number 2, thanks to Cabinetry by West.
All right, another one of our 13 boys, thanks to Cabinetry by West, Marcus Wishran, Tyler Grant, Jax West, Khalil Alexander, Travis Marshall, Fergus Gardner in this one. And it looks like Khalil Alexander got himself out in the top spot. Fergus Gardner in on the 2, Marcus Wishran in the 3, followed by Travis Marshall, Tyler Grant and Jax West. And it is all Alexander as he gets into his work down the 3rd straight. Big deep manuals on this technical rhythm section here at Cambridge BMX. We got the 821 of Fergus Gardner in on the 2 and the Bidor rider of Marcus Wishran in there in the 3.
Now on race number 124, thanks to Cabinetry by West. We're into the work early. We got none other than East City's Benny Anderson. He's your NI1 at present. He's working hard, but he's got company in the form of Rotoro is Noah Evans. Noah wants a piece of the pie, but he's got company too. No one's giving an inch yet. Timothy Cresswell on the 414 and Tauranga currently sitting on the 3. As they come back down towards us, we're looking for Zillian Collie out of Southland, Arlo Rendell, Emerson Hawaii and Blake Carpendale. Here they go as they're coming back down towards us. Ben Anderson in the 1. It looks like he's going to take him in the battle on for 2 and 3. What can Cresswell do? Is he going to get it? I don't know. But here we go. We got another battle on at the back of the pack. It is Emerson Ohio. The Mountain Raider chasing. He's been chased down by Blake Carpendale. The 461 in Gisborne. What's going to happen? That was the race of ages there. Race number 124.
All right, back into it. 13 boys. We've got Caleb Smith, Xavier Bell, Jack Buckley, Blake Connor, Taimana, E. Thompson. And it looks like Buckley's got himself into the whole shot position as they go into that 2nd corner. Can he cover his line through this tricky 2nd corner at Cambridge BMX? Buckley's got himself in the 1. We'll see who was in the 2. The NZ7, Taimana. And on the 2, the 391, Xavier Bell in the 3 spot as they head towards home. It looks like it is going to be Buckley for 1, Taimana, E. Thompson 2, and Xavier Bell in the 3.
Here we go, as we heard the crowd go. Unfortunately, we lost the rider on the gate. That might be Zane Williamson out of Hamilton on the 244, but it looks like he's back up. But in the number 1 spot and into the whole shot was Cameron Wallace out of Hamilton. He's looking for a pace, but he's been chased down by Nixon Pontian on the 79 of the Tauranga alongside the South Island rider from Dunedin. The 129 played of Mason Galguzma. He's into the work early, but it looks like it's still Cameron Wallace in the front. Mason Galguzma making a move. Samuel Cochran Benson, he's looking for a piece of the pie on the 100 plate out of New Plymouth. As we round out race number 126, model number 2, 14 boys, thanks to the BMX Collective. Great to see Zane Williamson back up on his bike. Big round of applause for him as he comes down the rhythm straight towards us here in commentary.
Tell you what, it is very much a case of built BMX tough. Awesome to see back out in amongst it. All right, into another one. Oh, the 14 boys, thanks to the BMX Collective, Ben Shaw, Aiden Caudry, Norris Rennie, Case Silver, Colin Ludlam and Lucas Martini, and it's going to be Lucas picking up the whole shot going through that 1st corner. Case Silver in the 2, Ben Shaw in the 3, Colin Ludlam in the 4 as they come back towards us. It looks like Martini's got a dog with a couple of black binks to give back to the 2 spot, but that 2nd spot is charging hard. Case Silver trying to line something up on that finish straight. What can happen? It looks like Martini might just have it covered. And we'll see what that is. Oh, Case Silver pulls one out on the line.
Here we go, talking about the line. It has been drawn thanks to the Falco family on the race number 128. This is our 14 girls, and it looks like it's Cambridge's own Beth Walker there on the NZ8. She's into the work area, into the number 1 spot. She got the whole shot, but she's been chased down by Christchurch's 1, 2, 3. That's Holly Trimble. She's in the pace of the action there. There's another one in there. Sitting in the number 3 spot is Isabel Anderson out of Waitakere. She's on the 166 with Molly Buckley on the 98 plate. Making a move now up the outside. What can Molly do? Here we go. The action happens. Can Molly put the burners on? I don't know. It looks like she might do. That's where the race is at. It's 3 and 4. What's going to happen? We're going to want to go upstairs in the median lane, rounding us out there on the 550.
All right, 14 girls again, and it's Sophie Colhoun making a run for that whole shot going into the first corner. And it looks like she's come out on top. Reed Napier-Anderson locking in the 2, Kat Morris in the 3, Lucy Lardner in the 4, followed by Ruby Ziegler, and it is Colhoun battling it out, banging bar to bar with Neve Napier-Anderson all the way down this third straight. So awesome to see these ladies out there absolutely throwing it down, but it is Sophie Colhoun staying just a lick ahead. She is going to go through. She'll take the 1. Reed Napier-Anderson settles for the 2. And it will be Lucy Lardner in the 3.
Here we go, our 16 boys gate. One of them, thanks to Hamilton BMX Club. I tell you what, these lot will be into the 17 to 24 age group next year, and they're throwing it down with the big boys. We got Tyler Dinsdale, Jack Young, Jack Stanley, Dara Fasilic, Jackson Lawrence, and Ashley Knight. McKnight coming back down towards us now, though. It looks like it's going to be your NI1. That's Jack Young at the front with the man from the north. The 185 plate, that's Tyler Dinsdale looking to get around as they're rounded out. Jack Stanley currently sitting in the 3 with the 426 plate coming past us now from Gisborne, Ashley McKnight as we round out race number 130. Thanks to Hamilton BMX.
All right, race 131, 16 boys, thanks to Hamilton BMX. We've got Louis Sanders, Ashton Calhill 5, Max Richardson, Tom Coleman, and Isaac Thompson in this one, and it looks like it's going to be Tom Coleman. He'll take the whole shot, followed by Max Richardson, Isaac Thompson in the 3, Louis Sanders for the 4, and Ashton Calhill 5. Rounding out in the 5 spot. Coleman, though, he's got a couple of bike lengths to give back to Max Richardson in the 2 spot. The Whangarei rider having to hang on for dear life as he has got a rash all over his back wheel in the form of James Wallace. But it'll be, Coleman, Richardson, Thompson.
Here we go, it's race number 132, thanks to Hamilton BMX, and I'll tell you what, it's another lot of these 16 boys. Kaita Moana, Fred Cooper, James Wallace, there we go, Jacob Shaw, Corey Carpendale, Flynn Harrison in the work there too. Here we go, they're still as tight as you can be. You can throw a T-tail out of this group of men as they come back down towards us. It looks like it's going to be James Wallace out the front on the NZ3. We got the 77 plate in it, Tewamutu Kaita Moana. I can hear his dad yelling at him now as they go down. Jacob Shaw in the 3, Fred Cooper in the 4, Flynn Harrison trying to make a move, but it looks like it's not going to be. That's how it's going around our 4-hour race number 132, 16 boys.
All right, thanks to Tikawiti BMX Club. We got the 17 to 24 mile 20-inch Mason Stills, Hunter Hedder, Lewis Atkinson, Cameron Lang, Zachary Arnold, and Ben James. Looking at who's coming out in the whole shot position, that is going to be Lewis Atkinson again, throwing it down into the top spot, followed by Lang, James Arnold, Stills, and Hedder. But it will be Lewis Atkinson going deep down into those manuals on the 3rd straight. The Dunedin rider, though, Cameron Lang, trying to find just an extra bit of horsepower to try and get past Atkinson on that final straight, but he's going to have to settle for the 2. And it will be, Zachary Arnold for the 2, and Lang in on the 3.
And here we go, race number 134 again, thanks to Tikawiti BMX Club. It's another group of 17 to 24 mile into the whole shot, though, to 361 out of the football. That's Angus Thompson with Harry Moon from Harley, NZ7 on the next 2. Let's give them Matthew Burns. He's out of the on the 226 as they go into that 2nd corner. William Herbert, Xavier down from the Mountain Raiders coming back down towards us. But it is your 361 out of football. Angus Thompson with the 1. Here we go, the 226. The NZ7, it's going to be game on down this final straight. What can they do? They're going to put the afterburners on. Looks like Xavier down from the Mountain Raiders will hang on to the 4 as we round out race number 134.
All right, 135, 70 to 24, female 20-inch, thanks to FX Graphics Design, Zoe Hartwell, Riley Ferb, Emily Sorensen, Tyler Shea Donaldson, and Cassian Lewis, and it is going to be Hartwell into the whole shot, followed by Cassian Lewis, then Tyler Shea Donaldson. And coming back towards us, it looks like Tyler Shea Donaldson's got herself up into the 2 spot. Hartwell in the 1, a 459 bike. That is going to be Cassian Lewis into the 3. Can Hartwell hold on to it all the way to the end? Hartwell for 1, Donaldson for the 2, and Lewis in the 3.
Here we go, thanks to FX Traffic Design. We've got another coat here of our 724 female 20-inch. Mine Watkins out of Harwena into the work really looking for the whole shot, but she's got company. There is a 71 plate, that's Ellie Bennett. She's pushed it out. Oh, I'll tell you what, it got close going into that 2nd straight. Almost going into the pro straight, but heavy her, Selena posted Jessie Hera. She wants to fix the moto, but it looks like it's still 70 on plate. That's Harry Bennett coming back down towards us now with the Harrow on the NZ3 and the number 2 with Selena making a move off the inside there on the number 3 spot. What action here all over, looks like Andy Hurst is going to give a go. Here we go, the minute number 3 and 4 as we round out race number 136. Thanks to Nicholas Trafford Design.
Alright, 25 plus female 20-inch, thanks to Jackie Holmes Legal. We got Tony James, Caitlin Gilgantis, Jeanette Davies, Josie Gilgantis, Donna here, Sonia Reedy, Lisa Anderson, and Nancy James in this one. And it looks like it's going to be James in 1, Caitlin Gilgantis in the 2, Jeanette Davies for 3. Coming back towards us, it is going to be James with it all under control. We'll come right next together. Back to the 2 spot. The action is in the 3-4 coming. And on to this last straight, what is going to be installed? Can Gilgantis get up into the 3 spot? It looks like it's going to be another one for the rock. Ooh, Schools team, that is where the action is at. And it's going to be Davies holding on for the 3.
Schools is working overtime today, Mr. Buckley. Schools is working overtime. Thanks to Tyler Architecture, that's a triple 40 to 44 mark, 40 to 49 male, sorry, 20-inch. Into the work they go with Shireen to the one into the whole shot. That's PJ Newton and Gisborne. I'll tell you what it looks like the 1-2-4 plus go clock on the pushed out there. Last sends down the man with the legend and a Bongaray. He's into the work early as this looks like we might have lost the water. But here we go, he's one of the one. What Patterson is down there, it looks like he might have got it. He's taking the corner, he's going to put the out the marathon. No, PJ Newton's going to get it, maybe. Hot, okay. What's the replay on that one? Oh, my goodness, Greg, I just got so excited.
I have to say, this has to be some of the most fast and furious racing we've seen on the day one for quite some time.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, if you go back up to the replay, that was some epic racing there from a 40 to 49 male. Unfortunately, we have lost a rider in the form of Adam Green on the 343 out of Bungaday. Being looked at, and it's great to see him back up. Massive round of applause for Adam Green.
Also, just while Adam gets back on his feet, a big shout out again to our live stream viewers. I think we might have lost that stream, so we've got our stream back up and running. We want to see those shout outs come on through. Not only your work means that we have a lovely and awesome interactive time with you guys out there in TV land and around the facility here. And also, to be fair, boosts our analytics as well and keeps the sponsors happy. So get on there, get amongst it, and help us, help you, help them, help other people. There's a lot of help going on.
And a big shout out to Noah Evans. Love your mum. Noah, there we go.
So good, even mum loves it.
That's amazing. Also, I have got another birthday shout while we wait out. I believe Natalie Stevens. Happy birthday to you, Natalie, I believe, is an order. I don't know if I should be telling this because you never tell a lady's age, Greg, so I might keep the age secret, but let's just say I believe it's a special one today.
A special one. Well, happy special birthday.
And a big clap again for Adam Green from Whangarei, running out race number 138.
Alright, going to New Zealand, 30 to 39, male 20-inch, Joel Hook, Jake Peters, Alex Lynch, Rob Robinson, and Ben Watson. And it is the hard crew out there in the 1-2, Joel Hook and Rob Robinson locking it down, followed by Jake Peters, Alex Lynch and Ben Watson coming back at us. All I can see is the blue and yellow of the Harlem riders. They're working hard in the 1-2. Back. Oh, that was quite the save there by Mr. Watson in the third corner. He thought he was doing freestyle for a second, busted out at 360.
Here we go, though, thick and fast behind the race number 140 at East Cities. Fernandez into the whole shot first. There he goes. That man is busting moves. Lucky breaks Marquise. Into the work of Rick Pearson, from the Hawks Crown, the 806, Russell Street, and a Hamilton on the 148, and Vince Anderson on the 901 from Hamilton, coming down towards us now. Here, 30 cities, 73 plates, of Philippe Fernandez. He's into the work, and he's got the company of Russell Street. He's in behind him there at 148, but it looks like it's going to be relatively civil as we round out race number 140, thanks to Patakota New Zealand.
Alright, thanks to JJ's Car Services, Master 30 Plus Male, Carl Thurston, Adam Koga, John Hayes, and Tim Ferguson. And Timmy the Tech, he is out there in the whole shot position. And he's getting amongst it on the home track, showing us how it's all done. John Hayes there in the 2, Carl Thurston, followed by Adam Koga. But again, it's going to be a masterclass from the Stay Strong rider Couple of buckets to win as they go into that final straight. It is going to be, a bit of a push outside, but it is going to be Ferguson for 1, Thurston for 2, Coker for 3, and Hayes rounding them out.
Here we go, race number 142, thanks to Nelson Brothers Racing. This is the mighty 11 from Memorial Pass at the LT3A Spiritual into the work early, but it looks like it might be one of our Kiwis now. Out into the whole shot it is. As all I can hear is the crowd going wild into this race. It is exciting stuff. Into the second corner they go. Coming back down towards us though. I'm looking for who's in the front. I'm trying to make out the place. It might be the NZ4. Ben Lawrence and Troy is out of Harbour. Nico Meyer in NZ2 in the second spot with the LBA Spiritual in the 3. Paddy McGee in the 4. Alexi Silver in the 5, the 6. Penny Simmons and Jackson Carroll. I lost count, mate, I tell you.
Oh, mate, into it again. Nelson Brothers Racing bringing us the mighty 11 Memorial Class. Finn Barrington, Messi Rennie, Jack O'Connor, Miller Richards, Brock O'Neill, Addison Hereford, and another Joyce in this one. Looks like Jack O'Connell, our Aussie rider, getting amongst it and getting a whole shot. Noah Joyce in the 2, Miller in the 3 spot. So it's Aussie. In the 1, 2, 3, Brock O'Neill's throwing it down in the 4, Eddie Harrifield in the 5, coming back at us now, the Aussies still got a bit of a strong goal going under that final turn. What is going to happen? Aussie, and a couple of Kiwis throwing it in for good measure.
Talking back to the VJ, just in case you haven't had enough of some exciting racing, it's gate number 3, race number 144, moto 2. Thanks to Nelson Brothers Racing, this is the game, another good old mighty 11 from Memorial Park. It looks like it's Aussie 1, Kiwi 2, that's Jack Reed in the 1, John Martini in the 2 as they head down the second straight. They got Tobias Dickinson, the internet sensation in the mix there too. Maggie McGougal from Australia, Colin Reaper, out of Australia, Kelly Miller from New Zealand, Crossstreet, Neil Lloyd out of the Mountain Raiders. Here we go though, into the final straight. It's going to be Aussie 1, Kiwi 2, Kiwi 3 as we round out race number 144.
Alright, 145. 145 thanks to Rep House Mail. 50 plus Tail 20 is Ron Bogger, Steve Armin, Greg Hughes, Ryan Gillisberg, Lee Stevens, and Mike Head. And it is going to be Mike Head coming out on top, followed by Greg Hughes and Steve Armin. And it is Mike Head, the Christchurch City rider. He is getting into the work, looking nice and smooth down the almost potato straight, down the straight. Greg Hughes though, he says, oh, he's going to like the darkness. What have I got in the tank? A few extra horsepower, he's going to go through, take the 1. You've got to be careful, leaving the door open and the breeze comes on through, I tell you.
You should just stop calling races down the second straight, mate. One of the 2.
I'll give him a mouth shut for next time.
No, please don't, because here we go, it's coming thick and fast on us, and this is race number 146, Hamilton Benton. It's none other than the O2, out of Rotorua. It is Betty Newcomb, and she's been chased down there by Southland NZ2, then Cindy McCullen, with Grace Lardner out of the white tuck ring, on the 174 in the mix there, 2 for 3. Lily Rose Porter, who out of town, moving the 129, Chloe Dinsdale moving around in the 223 from Bangladesh. Charlotte Silver and a Harley will be in the next 2. But it looks like it's going to be into the work early. Maddie Newcomb out of Rotorua, followed by Andy McCullum and Grace Lardner, taking out your 1, 2, 3. Race number 146.
Alright, 15 boys brought to us by Batch Components, Tainted Theory, Rice and Joyce, Connor, Lucas Zip Pickford, Travis Johnson, Deacon McCormick, Thomas Brockstop and Deacon Connor in this one. And going through into the second corner, we'll pick up who's where and why. I think I've got a oh no, that's pulling the wrong race. Holly Nilsson, she is out in the top spot, followed by the 695 and the 2, the NZ2. Throwing it down, Sophie Penny, trying to get up into that second spot, manages to get it over the front, she'll take the 2. Nilsson 1, Penny 2. And the other one, Tucker rider, is Tyler McFarlane in the 2.
Just before these 15 boys get started out here, it is riders to the pits. Riders to the pits for moto number 3 here at Cambridge BMX. Got Boston Joyce into the work early. Emma Hoyt forward to the pits for moto. Looks like into the whole shot. Interesting, sure he's in one. That's Deacon Connor. I tell you what, I'm not sure. I'm stunned by that get up. That is amazing. And he's coming out. He's holding it as good as his get up. Here we go though. He's in 1. That is Deacon Connor in the 1. Boston Joyce in the 2. Get the Pickford in the 3. That looks like after the beast. It's going to be about along the middle of the pack. goes around our race number 148, 15 boys, thanks to Magic Hunters.
Alright, another one of the 15 boys. Levi Banks, Mason Robinson, Nico Cogan, Jamie Harkness, Riley Burley, Lucas Treadway, Kobe Russell, and Daniel Mason in this one. And let's see Cogan out in the whole shot, racing for 2, Banks in the 3, Russell for the 4. As they go into that second corner, we'll have to see whether it changes up, coming back towards the commentary hut. It looks like it is going to be Cogan. And the one for now, the E&I 2 right go. Daniel Mason charging hard, trying to get up on the back field. What can happen in that third, fourth and final straight? It is going to be Cogan for 1, Mason 2, and Banks locking in for 3.
Here we go, this is a group who we want to watch this out for the 16 girls, thanks to track well into the work. They go, looking for the whole shot, I think it might be into 5-1-5, fighting sure is, it's all over the lane. They're starting to move into the Chino's all around down this track. You've got company there on the 4 of the 68 class, that's Sakura Clark out of the 1-3. With the 7 and 6 the Mount Book later, Mason Hunter, Molly Eddie looking for a piece of pie. We've got it in the yard, we've got a handle on the inside. 80 yards, 6 yards on the legs. Ella, handle on the top. And it's been over. But here we go, we lost the rider, unfortunately, coming out of that corner. I'm not quite sure who I've got there as a round out race, number 150 on the legs. And it's been over. Kind of big, so the first one of the points for her. And she must have been very fine. That's just like box stuff, see? Even though we're going to be.
See such from our elite contingent as well. And Kate Robson, we are into the BMXNZ Women Elite, Hannah Mason, Lily Grinoff, Lily Walker, Amber Royston, Brooke Penny, and Olivia Livens in this one. And we can see who goes through the top spot. Looks like Grinoff's in the 1, Walker for the 2, Penny in the 3 spot. As they head into that second corner, jumping into that. We are into the third straight. They go running out on the road. Walker goes on the inside, manages to go through a gap that didn't exist. And she is going to go through. She'll take the 1, Walker for 1, Grinoff for the 2, and Penny in the 3.
Thanks to BMXNZ. The average Grinoff, Frank Whitson Hunt. They're into it here, it looks like it puts the right through play. That is Jack Grinoff, he's looking to make a move as they go high and fly. Here we go in the second corner, they go, it looks like they're all coming out of that one okay. Here's Jack Grinoff coming back down towards us. No, Daniel Frank to the Jack Grinoff, Daniel Frank, I don't know. It's 200 sales, Daniel Frank to the 2. It's the 3 from the base, that's 3 to the average. He's in the 3 as we round out. Oh, that was on for 3 and 4. You can't miss a beat on this track. Race number 152.
Alright, another one of our men elite, thanks to BMXNZ, Ollie Hannon, Finn Cogan, Dale Roy, Jimmy Sargent, Will Simba, and Jack Cohen. And it is going to be Mr. Finn Cogan gets out in the whole shot, Jack Cohen in the 2, Geo Bolt in the 3, Will Simba followed by Johnny Sargent and Ollie Hannon. But it is going to be Mr. Cogan out in the top spot, Jack Cohen in the 2, Simba for the 3, and they are going to keep it all rubber slide down as they go through and block in motor number 2 of the middle.
Here we go, we're into the cruisers. It's our 8 to 10 male cruiser, race number 154, thanks to Riverside Adventures. Here we go, I think it's much Penny Hill into the whole shot with Kate Burton from down there behind him. But it's the 147 black, that's your rider and a top ball, that's Donovan Wallace in the 3 spot at the moment. As they're heading back down towards the second corner, it looks like it's still your North Harbour on the 563 and much Penny Hill in the 1. Ready for Jordan Dawson, Katie McKenzie, Bowden lands in there somewhere too. But it is much Penny Hill coming into the second corner. You're in there to take Burton in the 2, he's got Thompson Gallagher on the 3. As they round out here, race number 154. 8-10 cruiser male, thanks to Riverside Adventures.
Alright, Sunset Coast, can you send your manager down to PR, please? Sunset Coast, send your manager down to PR. If I'm not mistaken, we are to 8 to 14 through the female. Nika Wallace, Chet Morris, Olivia Foss, Hattie Barrington, Skylar Hanson, and Stella Collins. And this one, Wallace is off to a crack. He's got a couple of bike links back to Skylar Hanson. Again, another rider making the trip up north. Also to see South Carolina contingent getting amongst it. And she is in the 2 spot. Foss back in the 3, but it looks like Wallace has got this one under control as they turn towards the finish line. It's going to be Nika Wallace in the 1, Skylar Hanson for the 2, and Olivia Foss for the 3.
Here we go, it's race number 156, thanks to BP to go Livingston. Into the weekend, who's got the whole shot? It's your engine one, and Tyler himself, and Scout 13 to 16, Cruiser Mail. Jacob Shaw at the meeting, he's making sure he gets the most out of his time up here. He's on the AJ3, looking for Louis Sanders at a total on the 437. Sanyo Cochran Benson on the performance rider on the 100 plate coming out towards us now. With Glenn Cochran, Brady Pittman, Brady Fast in the next 2. Bottom to the first, blood to the last foot, I should say, sorry. He's with the meeting rider, Jacob Shaw, looking like he's going to get the 1, with Tyler Linsdale in the 2.
Alright, we are into it again, 17 to 24, Cruiser Mail, thanks to Stephen Wallace, Hunter Hitter. And Stephen Wallace, Lewis Atkinson, Zachary Allen, Brock Robert Nelson, and John Armin. And it is going to be Mr. Atkinson out in the top spot for now. He's got a bit of the company in the form of Zachary Allen right up in the rear mirror. And he needs a couple of bike links that he's got back to the 2-3, Robert Nelson in the mix as well. Looking it up, we got the 82 bike, John Armin. Into the 3, but if it's going to be Atkinson, he'll go through, he'll take the 1. Zachary Arnold for the 2, and Bomber Nelson for the 3.
Here we go, it's race number 158, it's 70 to 34, Cruiser female, Tony James into the whole shot as she drops into it. Good Jesse Heather on the 747 and a half, we're looking for a place of the 5. Sally in place there on the 5 and 1 for the mountain ready to go. She's got herself into the number 2 spot. Claire Williams got the third on round. Kayla Hutchins with the local lads in the mix there too. Back from the back down towards others. This is additional world number 1. She's world 1 for a reason. And she's putting it all on display now too. But it's your 501 for mountain ready to lead with the 2. And Claire Williams with the 3 at third on round. As we round out here, extra game riders. You're seeing the original Cruiser female race number 158.
Alright, 159, 40 to 44, Cruiser Mail, Jacques Chalice, Lance Tindale, Johan Rosenberg, Tony Carpendale, Nick Jeffrey in this one, and it looks like we'll have Nick Jeffrey out in the top spot, but he has got the Pangane Flyer in the form of Lance Tindale. He comes up on the inside, he'll take the top spot back, says that's mine, thank you very much. Turns on to the 3rd straight. And Cambridge BMX here, he'll take the 1, Nick Jeffrey in the 2, Jacques Chalice in the 3 as they go towards the 4th and final straight. Lance Tindale locked in the 1 spot. We've got a battle back brewing in the 3-4, but it is going to be Tindale, Jeffrey, Chalice, Rosenberg gets it off the line.
Here we go, though, into race number 160, and it is 35 to 44, Cruiser Mail. Into it goes, it's Angela Inwood, this is our female riders. It's out of the shark tank, there she goes on the 817. Welcome to the room on the 140 plate though, we've got Amy Duckett. Sonia Ring from Hamilton, from the Waikato, the 424 plate, she's in the mix with number 3, Katrina McFarlane from Waitakere in the 180 in the mix there too. Karen Newton's on the 418 and Cat White from the 246. The Waikato representing here, but it's going to be the Thomas rider. The 817 of Angela will look at like she's going to take this one as we round out. Race number 35, that's for 160, so 35 to 44, Cruiser female. Thanks to Compass Refrigeration.
The wheels are staying on the track, but they might be falling off a little bit in the commentary hut. They know where we are. 35 to 39, Cruiser Mail, Jay Peters, Scott Murphy, John Perry, Sean Thompson, and Adam Coker. These two have bang bars from Dave Dot. And it is Coker out in the top spot for now as they go into that second corner. Thompson's going to be coming back, charging hard down this 3rd straight. And Coker's got to keep himself covered as they go towards the finish line. Looks like Coker's got Johnson leading him this time around. He'll go through, he'll take the 1. Thompson in on the 2, and Murphy in the 3.
Here we go, it's 45 to 49, Cruiser Mail, thanks to Livingston. And they're into the work early, and it looks like Steve Szymanski's got it, and he's got the whole shot, and that's why he's doing good one. However, he's sitting, Tim Atkinson wants the pace of the 5. He's on the 3-3, sitting on the first spot. What can he do into the second corner? This is where the magic can happen down the middle of the street as they come back towards us. North Harbour's Matt Miles, Matt Harvey, Zayner Alexander. Magic from the exit, they do not see the exit through. But here we go, Szymanski Atkinson, what can they pull out? As they run race number 162, thanks to Livingston Auto Electrical. That is 45 to 29 cruiser mile.
All right, race 163, thanks to Livingston Auto Electric, 45 to 49 cruiser mile. Wayne Shanks, Kevin Thunderbolt, Rob Higgins, Paul Davies, Andrew McFarlane, and Derek Juggelsma. And they're going into the whole shot. We pick it up, and it looks like it's going to be Derek from Dunedin. Sounds like a radio show. Derek from Dunedin is in the 1 spot. Wayne Shanks in the 2. Kevin Thunderbolt in the 3 spot. Rob Higgins in the 4. But it's going to be good. Juggelsma. He's going to go through, and I think he'll just hold on. He'll take the 1. Wayne Shanks in the 2, and Kevin Thunderbolt in the 3.
And here we go, thanks to Safe Road Services, it's race number 164. This is our 11th crowd, cruiser mile on the into it looks like it's none other than the Mountain Raider. The 690 plate there of Repentance season for the whole shot. He's got North Harbour's 2-1 though, that's Caleb McCann behind him. Alongside there, the North Harbour rider there, the 446 of Max Wandle. Then we've got the Sunset Coast Riders of Tim Barrington on the 305, and Nathan Swan, the 718. Coming back out of water, so it's none other than Repentance himself. Into the corner he goes down the last straight. For the second time today here in the 11-12 Cruiser Mail, thanks to Safe Road Services.
Alright, 11-12 Cruiser Mail, thanks to Safe Road Services. Nixon Murphy, Dylan Sazi, Rico Ryan Nielsen, Gavata, Cooper Murphy, and again, Rico the Rocket Ryan. He is in to the whole shot. Hooks up to 1. Murphy though, locked and loaded on his back wheel. Going down into that second corner, we'll see what is going to happen. Looks like Sazi's in on the 3 spot. Rico Ryan though, he knows his way around Cambridge. He would have done a lap or 2 around here, I'll tell you what. He's going to go through into that 3rd corner in the 1 Murphy, and on the 2, Sazi for the 3. And it will be Nixon Murphy running them out in the 4.
And I'll tell you what, one Tucker BMX Club, they know how to pick them, and this is the one to be picked. It's race number 166. This is our 45 plus cruiser female. Into the whole shot goes out wheel number 1. That's Jimmy Davies, but she's got company. And I'll tell you what, that company's in good form with Donna Head on the other one out across it. You got Seth Howick over the Mountain Raiders in the 128. Alongside the Rules 149. That's Haley Butler and Lisa Anderson. And then to jump in the 1 Tucker in the 96 and 91 respectively. But it is our world 1. It is Jimmy Davies. Hello, Waterloo. Looking like she's going to take it. Donna Head. He's pushing the pace of the fire to get in there. It's the Mountain Raider of Steph in the 3.
I could be so bold if you see Steph in the pits, she is sporting a couple of injuries this weekend. I'm not going to say what she's hurt, but if you do see a bit of a show the injury that she's riding with, it's quite impressive that she's out there getting amongst that.
Do we really want to be encouraging that sort of behaviour in the pits, mate? No. But talking about behaviour, we don't want to be promoting that's the one that's out in front of us at the moment. It's race number 167 as we round out moto number 2 here. Yeah, Cambridge BMX up to the second corner. Coming out of it in the number 1 spot is Shakoni and I2. Oh, yep, that's Fred Hancock. He's in the 1. That's NI. It's the NI 1 and the 2. That is 3 Qs. Aaron Powell, Lauren Golden will spot us. He's in the mix there too, alongside Craig Barrington and James Pocock. As we round out race number 167 here at Cambridge BMX.
Alright, hard to believe, race 168 brings us to the second of the 50 plus cruiser mail. Thanks to VidTech Services, Martin Heck, Desert Barrett, Paul Ruffalo, Ryan Wilson, Cliff Wilson in this one, and it's going to be Paul Ruffalo from Te Awamutu in the 1, Desert Barrett in the 2, Cliff Wilson, the Mountain Raider in the 3. As they turn down this 3rd straight, it's still the tail rider of Paul Ruffalo in the 1. Desert Barrett in the 2, Wilson holding on from 3 days, 167, though, that's Ryan Guilford coming up. Hard fast on the outside shoulder, but it looks like Wilson can hold on to the 3. And that will bring us to the end of Moto 2.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Buckley. You've taken a well to front the front. And back up here for model number 4. Round out today in the reverse serve.
Back KD.
Here we go, we're into it. I'll tell you what, they're not messing around here. We're into motor number 3. This is our Aussie and Kiwi test team. It's the boys into the work early. It looks like, though, it is none other than the Aussies. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, and 4. What can the Kiwis do as they try to make their way around? It is the Aussie 3 at the front. Here they go back down the rhythm straight. What's going to happen? It's Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Into the last corner they go. Can they keep it? The Kiwis are gaining. They're making momentum down the way they go. Here we go, though, but again, it's going to be Aussie, Aussie, Aussie as we round out race number 169 here at Cambridge BMX.
Team girls on the gate. Feel the hush and the anticipation with the crowd as they roll out of here. And it looks like it's a nice start in there by Hattie Harrisfield as she comes through in there. But it's in the mix as she throws herself into that first corner, looking for a little bit of a line as she comes through. But it looks like she's doing a nice line as it's New Zealand in the number 1. She's getting chased down hard by the Aussies in the back. And it's Aussies right on her tail looking for a way through. But she's not going to allow to let it go. It's because it's Harrisfield out front at the moment. Coming in nice with that roller section, getting a little bit of a distance. But it's Aussies in the 2, Aussies in the 3, 4, Aussies in the 5. It's Aussies all the way through, and it looks like it's Kiwis taking in the number 1 spot. Aussies going to have to settle for 2 on that one. But taking home a team's event, looking strong. Those Aussies are definitely looking very strong. Coming over here, they haven't spent a lot of time on this track, and you can just see the depth of talent that the Aussies do have.
Well, I mean, I guess you wouldn't want to travel, across the ditch and not throw it down, right? I mean, you've got to be doing it. But those Kiwis, they're throwing it in as well, putting it on the line to take it out here as
Well,
best they can.
you definitely can see Addison is definitely a thorn in their side, and they'll be trying to figure out how they can get that number 1 spot. Because, hey, look, they might be taking that teams, but Addison's definitely holding on to that 1 spot. They're just working their way through. It'll be interesting to see how that eventuates for the rest of the racing as we move into the mighty 11s.
Sure, but up on the gate next, mate, thanks to BMX New Zealand. It's our race number 171. It's our Moto 3. That's our Sprockets, 5 and under. Here we go, and they're into it. I tell you what, these little tykes on these. Oh, I tell you, they're clocking up some frequent flyer miles. I tell you what, they're Donovan, Harley Wallace, I should say. The 191 out of Taupo. You're going to want to get on the YouTubes, mate, because you clocked some hits on there, son. Into the work they go, though. We got Indy Kong on the 128 out of the Mountain Raiders. Rayleigh Fleming on the 552 out of East City. He's busting some moves alongside here in the Cambridge BMX Club. Arlo Hudson, the 390 out of New Plymouth. We're looking for Madison Walker. She's
burning like a summer in my heart till you find another northern star, following a lover right out of my ocean. And I was broken, but you know what they say, time's got a good way of healing. I'm back on my feet and I'm happier than ever, like I never thought forever was you. My skies are blue, dancing kind of weather, back together like I wasn't into. Thought I was doomed, but I moved through the heartache mood. I don't care what you do. I'm happier than ever, so much better without you.
All right, we got some live streaming happening, and it looks like we're getting some shout-outs happening out there. It's Jordan Robinson coming in. Let's go, Noah Evans. Love Mom. Nice shout-out there. Shout-out to Hunter and Jesse from Hyra BMX Club. Right up on the gate there. Now this is an electronic gate, so it's going to be fast. She's slamming her down. This is the one and only gate in New Zealand that has that electronic gate, so they are quick up there when it drops. Okay, that could be Sprocket. 6 boys on the gate. A shout out here from Stonrich. A shout out to all the Christchurch riders representing.
Tell you what, it's going to be a busy time on the South Island. South Island Bowls coming up in January. Nationals later in March next year. Super excited for clocking up the Air New Zealand air points, bouncing around the countryside.
Well, that's right. We're not the only ones clocking up the air points. It's these riders out here, those pro riders. I mean, holy, they were getting some serious airtime out there. I mean, You wouldn't catch me hitting that sort of airtime. That was just incredible.
Mate, you're getting a lot more airtime on the live stream though, brother, so don't forget about that. A quick reminder, make sure you share the YouTube channel, get on the live stream, share the links, so we know who's who.
Well, that's right. And who's who at the zoo and what's what in the truck, because they're coming flat tack at us at the moment. And it looks like it's going to be a race in the jungle because it's heating up. It looks like that's none other than the Kings Hudson Hislop out there in the number 1 spot. But he's getting chased down by the Jake Anderson in the number 2 spot by the Mountain Raiders. And it's all on like Donkey Kong as they're rolling through there. It's Jordan Pearson coming in there with Jasper Sweetman looking sharp. Jake Anderson in the number 2 spot with Asher O'Money coming in from Tauranga. Letvitko Rosenberg looking real good out of the TAA. And he's in the number 3, but it could be the number 2 if he pushes real hard. And he has. He's overtaken the Jack Anderson from the Mountain Raiders on that 3rd and final corner. But it's Hudson Hislop at the moment taking in the 1. But nice riding in there from Letvitko Rosenberg from Tiadamu 2. Hudson taking the 1, Letvitko taking the 2, with Jack Anderson taking the 3. Nice riding in there, boys.
Here we go, 17 degrees at the Cambridge BMX track and we're into it. But as you said, JD, it is hotter than a hot thing here. It's race number 174, thanks to BMX New Zealand. Here we go, I tell you what, those hills are starting to pay the bills. It's the 416 plate into the whole shot. I think it was the 416, did I make it out? Am I on the wrong, did I get the wrong one? I don't think so, yeah, it's race number 174. We're into it, maybe I'm just misreading the plate numbers as they come back round. But we're into it, this is race number 72, actually. No, this is chaos, absolute chaos. Who knows what's going on here? I don't, but thank goodness JD does. We've got Carl Sazi, Robin Shazansky, Nina Jeffrey, Charlie Watson, Watson Foreman, and Elise Waters out there at the moment. Because it is race number 172, thanks to BMX New Zealand. Our Sprockets 5 and under.
Well, they're keeping us on our toes up here in the hot box as they come through here. But up on that gate, it's Sprocket 6 boys, race number 174, sponsored by the BMX New Zealand. And it looks like we got ourselves a 115. That's none other than a Kyle Sazi coming through there. He's making sure he's enjoying himself. He's smelling the roses as he comes through here. That kid's a cruiser and a bruiser. Out on the track, though, we got ourselves some serious excitement. It's the Sprocket boys hitting it large as they come through here. And you can see that pedal madness, but it's a nice undercut from the TA rider. It's a Hamilton as they go bar-to-bar action in through there. They're throwing themselves into it. But it's a 5-3-4 Finn Watson trying to look in and close down the door. But he's not able to do it. It's a Tiadamu 2 rider, Oakley Mitchell, looking real strong as he's pushing through onto that pump section, and it's pump for show and it's jump for dough as they come through here. But it's a TA rider holding it down as they come through. It's a 5-3-4 trying to get through on that one, looking for a little undercut. No, he follows them through. It's a Waikato rider, a 305 on the 3 spot as they come through there. Nice riding in there from the Arlo Tapling.
Here we go, we're into race number 175. This is our Sprockets 6 boys. We're into the work early as we're looking for Tyler Roxenberger out of the Sunset Coast. But into the whole shot, it looks like it's your 301 plate. That is Freddie Stansfield out of Waitakere. But he's got company in the form of Chase Hamlin on the 204 out of Harweda. And they're into the work with Otto Graf from East City on the 749. Here we go, Fletcher Stevens on the 100 plate out of Whangarei and Cohen Phillips from Te Araha. He's on the 484 today with Mahakahi Turoa from Cambridge on the 142. But coming back down towards us, Otto Peters on the 174, but it's Freddie Stanford on the 301. It's Otto Peters in the 2 as they round it out. It looks like it's Fletcher Stevens looking to make a move. He's come up the outside. I tell you, I saw a nose manual thrown in there. We're going to have to watch the replay on that race there. Race number 175. Thanks to BMX New Zealand.
BMX New Zealand sponsoring 7 boys, locking down the gate as they come through here. Nice little ride in here from the TA rider. Looks like that he's looking real strong. That's none other than, he's taking it on the inside there. It's a 919 looking real sharp as he comes through. And it's the Archer Griffin in there from Cambridge with the Mika McMillan coming from Hyrule with Caden Torrey coming in there from Tiaraha. Representing Tiaraha is Carter Phillips in there, but it's a Ryan coming on in the mix as they will come through and they snake their way through this one. Who's going to be able to thread the needle as they come through hot and heavy down that rhythm section? It's the 919, getting himself some nice distance in there. Archer Griffin taking the 1 with some nice lines in there from the 510. Mikhail McMillan coming in. Nice riding in there from Caden Torrey. 7 boys.
And it's another gate of 7 boys as I watch the East City rider of Max Miles throw himself down that start ramp. Can he get the whole shot? It's on. They're going into it 2-1. I'll tell you what, I think I'm watching elite racing. Here it is. Max Miles, the East City rider, got the whole shot on the 4-2-1. But he's got company out there, I tell you, and he's got some good company. You got the North Harbour rider of Harley Denson on the 113. Cambridge's own Jake Thompson on the 146 with the 673. The New Plymouth rider of Arlo Peters, Odin Wed from Capital City on the 966. And Pardo is 166 of Cruise King. But it looks like it's the 966. It's Odin Wed. He's got out front. What can Max Miles do? He's going to throw it down. He's chucking the afterburners on. Dad, get that boy some sugar. He's going to need it after this. It's too close to call from this angle.
Sprocket 7 boys out the gate, and looks like that's none other than Liam Wang taking the number 1 spot. He's holding on to that whole shot position as they come rolling through here, looking for a nice apex line. He's getting chased down hard by the 856 in the number 2 spot, and that's Angus Hogg out of the Sunset Coast. Man, it ain't no sunset, that's a sunrise as this boy is flying it through there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you ride a bike. Nice little undercut in there by that rider. We're going to see him as they come back at us here in the comms hut, but it's none other than the Liam Wang taking in that 1 spot at the moment, and he's holding it down real nice. Mountain Raiders representing, but he's getting chased down hard by the 825 rider. And let's see, that's Jack Green coming in there from Fungaray, and he means business as this one is. He's all over him like a bad rash, ladies and gentlemen. It's close call, but Liam holds on to the 1 with Jack Green taking the 2.
Oh, here we go. Keep your eyes on the track, otherwise you blink and you'll miss him. It's race number 179, moto number 3. It's into the work they go. It's the 880 of Pepper Walker from Hamilton. She's leading us around here thanks to BMX New Zealand. We got Penelope Robinson out of the Waitakere Club on the 307. We're also looking for her mate, the 273 out of Waitakere. Miller Crawley coming along back down towards us is Hannah Inwood from New Plymouth. Sage Lawrence into the Hawke's Bay, the Christchurch rider of Winnie Murphy on the 790, and Orlo Lloyd on the 360, the Mountain Raider, but it's your 880, Pippa Walker on the run, the 790 and the 2, that's Winnie Murphy out of Christchurch, and it's the 885 currently out of Hawke's Bay. Sage Lawrence in the 3. Is that how it's going to be? We're going to want to watch this one all the way as we cross over the line for race number 179, Moto 3, 67 girls, thanks to BMX New Zealand.
Slamming down the gate, that's another. Oh, we got ourselves a little bit of a spill there. Looks like we've lost a rider, so we'll come back to him, but it's Cade McDonald out of Mountain Raiders pumping it through. He's going himself hot and heavy as he goes into that double as they step up into that one. Nice riding in there, and he's looking for a good run as he throws himself out of this one, and they get mixed up like a washing machine and spit out the other side. Out there, it looks like coming back at us, that's none other than Cade McDonald. Taking in the number 2, that's Bruce Goldbread all the way from Tahiti. I can hear the Tahitian fans screaming as they come through here. It looks like I feel like I'm right there in Tahiti. It's heating up for them. Go Tahiti, go Tahiti. Nice riding in there, taking it home, Cade McDonald.
Oh, great to see. It looks like it's our Hamilton rider on the 744.
That's Dom Brycroft.
Jenkins back up on his bike. Great to see. Big round of applause for Dom as he comes around that first corner.
Great to see the crowd getting in behind them. I mean, these kids are tough. They're taking a hard spill on that lime. If you've never had a hit on that lime, it's definitely not a soft bounce. Definitely you're going to feel that burn. So
not something you'd recommend, JD?
No, you want to stay clear of that. And these boys are built tough. BMX born more extreme. So nice to see him come through. We are supporting him. So Dom, give him a round of applause as he comes through onto that final corner. Hopefully you see him back in action in his true form.
Talking about built tough, I noticed Nick Cowie hanging around the traps. No doubt if you see Nick, say hi. Give him a high five. But into it we go. It's Donovan Wallace at a tote ball looking for the whole shot here on the 147. He's got his work cut out from with George Rue, the NZ2 right in there behind him. Thomas Bramwell out of North Harbour on the 51 plate making a move with Nico Mazzini, the Mountain Raider on the 67. All the way from Alex Flynn, Sutherland on the 836, Lennon Hayes out of the Sunset Coast on the 734, and Parker Gibb from Harbour on the 113. But it looks like it's Donovan Wallace hanging on. George Rue's giving it a go. Here we go, the Battle Royale, they afterburners. They're throwing it down. It's going to come down to the pedal, the pump, the pedal, and oh, we're going to want to take that one upstairs and go to scores to check that out.
All right, as we come through here, it's a Moto 3 with the 9 boys from the Mitchell family representing, but that's none other than Jackson Roputty out in the 1 spot as they come through. But in behind, that's Arlo Maffey coming in from the New Plymouth, and it's Charlie Mitchell in the 3 spot with Fletcher Smith coming in there from Hamilton, but Logan Southley from the New Plymouth, and another New Plymouth, Cameron Inwood is looking good. Inwood's in the back of the pack, but it's Roputty out front in the moment, and he's making his moves as he comes through here. This is starting to heat up hotter than a spin the bottle as they come through, but it's Jackson Roputty. Nice little manual over top of that one as he rolls through there. Nice riding with Arlo Maffey taking in the 2, with Charlie Mitchell taking the 3.
Here we go, thanks to the Mitchell family. The gate has just dropped on the 3rd gate of 9 boys. This is race number 1983, I should say. First of our challenge class in moto number 3. And they're into the work early here as we got the boy out of Alex Hendricks Kahukura on the 356. He's here for business. And on the Hawke's Bay, though, Roman Thompson on the UNZ7 with Luke Buckley. That Mountain Raider on the 68 plate looking for a piece of action. Braxton Highest out of New Plymouth on the NZ6. He's getting around the place as well at the moment. Looks like he's moved up to the 2nd spot. It is battle on NZ6 versus NZ7. Braxton versus Roman. What's going to happen? Can Buckley pull anything off as they round out? Oh, we're getting some air in the mix there. Thanks to Fletcher Kahukura out of Katiakatanga Gold.
All right, up here we have the 9 girls from the Cooney Law. Hesitation, devastation. It looks like we've got Georgia Poe Edwards out in the front, and she's leading the way as she comes through. She's rising to the top, as they always say. It's the cream that rises to the top. But it's Georgia Poe Edwards leading the way as she comes rolling through there. Nice running in there from Ashton Lloyd from the Mountain Raiders, with Mila McMillan coming in from Southland. Looking sharp, it's Allie Campbell in there from Alexandra and Indy Smith. Nice little ride there with Ashton Lloyd switching up a spot, but it's Georgia taking home the lead as she runs through there. Georgia Poe Edwards taking in the 1, but it's a battle in for that number 2 spot as they're bunching in through there. But it looks like Ashton Lloyd's going to be able to hold on to that one.
Here we go, we're into race number 185. It's moto number 3. It's another gate of 9 girls thanks to Cooney Law. It's Hattie Barrington looking like she might have got the whole shot. As I look over my eyes, it is. She's in the pink and she's out the front, but the local lass, Alicia Ashton, she doesn't want to give it away. She's on the 635, chasing down with Cara Pretorius out of Hamilton on the 125. Darcy Dunbar, the Tira Mooney on the weight 5'6", with the Parua Rider of Grace Wistrand on the 758, and Libby Adlington from Sunset Coast on the 209. But it is your NZ2. It's Hattie Barrington into the number 1 spot at the moment. The battle's on though for 2 and 3. Cambridge versus Hamilton, Hamilton versus Cambridge. What's going to happen here? I don't know. As you round out race number 185.
All right, 186 motor number 310 boys. Sponsored by the Griffin family. Big shout out to them and thank you for that. Going to our live stream. Who do we have giving shout outs to here? Looks like we got some milk and cookies. Go all. Skull Mullen saying, go Mountain Raiders. Georgia Wells, shout out to the Tiadamutu team club. Go Brock. Love Grandma Wells. Jordan Robinson. Let's go Rexy Olsen. From your mate Luca. All right, up on that gate. From the Griffin family. This one's going to be fast. This one's going to be smooth as they come through here. Gate drops on these boys, and it looks like it's a nice little ride in there, but that's Matatini Hill taking in that whole shot position. And it looks like he's cutting through that like a hot knife through butter, and he's smooth as butter as he comes through there. A little bit of an undercut as they go elbow, march to march, and he pushed them out wide. But that's the 600 coming in through there. And that's Sam Hickey coming in from New Plymouth, showing his style as he comes through. And it looks like Matatini Hill's going to have to go for a little bit of an undercut. Does he have the power? Does he have the pace? Does he have the time? It looks like it's part of our action. Smooth Criminal as he comes through there on the number 1 spot, and it looks like he's going to hold on to it as he pushes through. Sam Hickey gave him a nice ride for his money with Harley Logan coming in and Caleb Potter.
Tell you what, right now, some action-packed racing thanks to the Griffin family. Here we go, the second gate of 10 boys. This is race number 187. Cole Hill's getting into the work early on the Triple A plane at Tauranga. Katiakatanga Golds, Arnie Kahukura looking for a piece of the pie though too. What can he do with Sam White, Lachlan Torrey, Blake Flavel and Eli Tahir? They're all looking for a piece of the action as they round it out here. For race number 187, into the second corner they go. It looks like it might be. As we look to see the race come closer towards us, it is a Tauranga ride of the Triple A plane of Coal Hills. But the 357 out of Katiaka Gold, he's going to go, it's going high, it's going low, it's going elbow to elbow. It's happening in the 1 and the 2, the 3 and the 4. I can't keep up, there's races within races within races. As we round out race number 187 here in Cambridge.
Snap, crackle, pop goes the gate, and it looks like they're leaving this one hot like a pistol as they come streaming out of here. It's the Tiadamutu riders, and they're looking scroll. We've lost a rider down there as they're getting hard, and it looks like it's a little bit of a sandwich, but the Tiadamutu riders are working together as a team. It's a Haruo rider in the number 3 spot as they come through. It's Baden Prescott in the 1, Tate Burton holding the 2, Jeff Mercer taking the 3. It's a Haruo looking for a way through, but he's too far back. It looks like it's going to be the Tiadamutu riders. Baden Prescott out front, Tate Burton in there. Caught up in that traffic jam. Looks like that's Dylan Hicks, Caden McKenzie, and Jake Pomeroy and JD Pretorius as they come through. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. They got themselves a little bit of a corner argy-bargy happening on that one. Nice riding in there. Griffin family, thank you.
Here we go, they're coming at us down that ramp. It's race number 189. Thanks to the Griffin family, it's another gate of 10 boys, and into the work they go. Looks like Dylan Johns, Max Olsen battling it out for the whole shot, but Dylan Johns, the Mountain Raider, he's sitting on the 670 plate. It looks like he might have got his nose out front. Max Olsen, Rotororo on the 940 though, he wants to keep him close. Here's Enzo Torres from Te Araha on the 125. He's sitting there in the 3, but it looks like it's going to be Dylan Johns versus Max Olsen as they come back down towards us. Dylan Johns hanging on by the skin of his teeth. Can Max do anything into this last corner? Max is going low. Is he going to put the afterburners on? Here we go. The rest of them lining up pretty civilized as they round out here. Race number 189. 10 boys. Gate 3 of them. Thanks to the Griffin family.
10 girls on the gate, sponsored by Higgins Building. Let's see who has that whole shot position as they come strolling through here. Nice little riding in there by Olivia Anderson. She's got style, she's got grace, she's got Mia Grant all up in her face, and it looks like it's a real race as they come through onto that second corner, and it's slamming themselves into it, and it's Mia Grant looking for a way through. Does she have the time to pack it up? She's definitely pedaling for a punch, and she's coming through there, but it looks like that's none other than Olivia Anderson from Mountain Raiders holding it strong. Mia Grant holding on to the number 2 spot, looking for a way through, getting chased down by Cameron Cahoon in the number 3 spot. Eva Duckett and Pippa Spence.
Here we go. Thanks to the Higgs Building Company. It's race number 199. We're in Moto 3. If you weren't sure, this is another gate of 10 girls. Ruby Buckley getting to the bottom of the gate pretty quick, snappy. As she comes around the corner on the NI3, she's managing to keep that spot. She's got company though. It's the NZ6. It's Lily Hansen out of North Harbour. Olivia Foster, Mountain Raider on the NZ4, sitting in the 3 at the moment. Can they maintain this? But it is. It's Ruby Buckley, the NI3 from Mountain Raiders, coming back down towards us with Leah Mole, Jovi Benning, and Jada Gillard in the mix too. But here we go. Ruby Buckley looked like she's going to lead this group of girls home in race number 191 here at Cambridge BMX track, home of the Errol Nelson Raceway at the Cambridge BMX New Zealand North Island titles.
All right, this is one you're going to want to watch. This one is going to be fast out there as they come through. And it looks like this is the 10 girls holding strong by Higgins Building. But none other than Mika Wallace holding on to that number 1 spot at the moment. She's getting chased down hard by these guys. It's time to flip the switch. It's time to unleash the beast, as they say. It's Mika Wallace in the number 1 spot as she's coming through, representing Skylar Hansen coming in through there from the North Canterbury in the number 2. Amelia DeTheory down in the 3 spot in there, but Savannah Hogg is trying to make her way through. The race is in the battle for that 3 spot. Savannah's looking on the inside, trying to get it a bit of an undercut. Yes, she's made it through, but it's taken back from the Hamilton rider. It's going to be a drag race right to the end as they roll through there. Who's going to take it? Who's going to nudge it through?
Here we go. Sorry, I forgot the gate hadn't dropped, but it had. It's so quiet here in Cambridge. It's amazing with this electronic gate. We're into race number 193, Moto 3. It's a group of 8 boys here, thanks to the Clark family. It's E-Cities, NZ3, Kingston Hislop leading them around the track at the moment with Rio Bundy. Out of Cambridge, he's the local lad on the 115 looking for a piece of the pie. He wants to catch Kingston, but it's Brock Wellington managing to get himself down to the 2. Bowden Lambs looking forward in the 4. Blake Tyre in the 5. Benjamin Horsecroft looking like he might be in the 6. With Cooper Lawrence and Charlie Robertson rounding us out here. Putting the moves on, but here we go. Kingston Hislop, E-Cities. NZ3 taking that one out, thanks to the Clark family.
All right, to the Clark family, they're sponsoring again. That's the 8 boys as they come through. We got ourselves a deep pool of talent as they come through on this one because there's a lot of riders. It's Henry Haw taking in there, but Jaden Barrett's looking for a way through. It's Jaden Barrett in the number 2 spot as they come through here. Jaden Barrett's in the slipstream at the moment. He'll be figuring out if he goes to go high or if he needs to go low. It looks like he's going undercut, and it looks like he's not able to do it, but it's going to be bar to bar action as they come through this rhythm section. Henry Hogg's going to have to make sure he puts the afterburners on. It's a nitric oxide that Jaden Barrett undercut again. But who's going to be able to hold on to it as they come through on this race line all the way to the finish line? It's Henry Hogg taking in the 1, Jaden Barrett taking in the 2. Now that is racing.
I'll tell you what, the Clark family are getting their money's worth with Moto number 3, race number 195. Another group of action-packed 8 boys into the work they go. Daniel Chen on the 115 out of North Harbour trying to get into the whole shot. Here's a look over the hill. It looks like he got it, but he's got company in the former Tate Wrench out of Australia on the 184. He's an Aussie and he wants a piece of the pie. He's not come here to mess around. Blake Lynch on the 666 out of Hamilton, flancing around there too alongside Flynn Robinson from Harwera, Jackson Pierre Anderson out of Gisborne, McKinley Foreman out of New Plymouth, Nikhil Simeon out of Tauranga into the mix. But it looks like the Aussie's going to make a move. He's thrown down the afterburners. Come on, let's go, boys, as they race out. That is going to be too close to call for me, as we're going to have to go upstairs, I think, to see that one.
All right, here comes another 8 boys. I mean, we got ourselves a lot of 8 boys. We definitely have a big pool in here. It's a large contingency, but that's none other than the Thor. Yes, that's Thor Piso coming in through there. VCE holding and representing out of Hamilton, and he's in the number 1 spot. But chased down hard, it's Matua Hill coming in on that number 2 spot as he's looking real strong. But it looks like it's Thor holding on to it as he comes through nice into that rhythm section. And he's power pedaling through. He's striving for more. He's putting the revolutions down as he comes through here. He's building up the RPMs. And he's going hot and heavy onto that little spot. But it's nice riding in there in the number 3 spot. It's Logan Haley. But it's none other than Thor taking in the 1 with Matua Nui. Hill coming in the 2.
Talking about a hill, the next one coming down the hill is the Moto 3. It's our 8 girls, race number 197. Thanks to Fresh Choice Leamington, that's your place to be. But no, actually it's right here with Greta Z, the Mountain Raider on the NZ3. Coming out of the whole shot in the first corner first. Loxley back there, the Te Awamutu rider on the 157. She's sitting in number 2. Kira Okabok out of Capital City on the 187. They're in the mix too there as they come back down towards us. It looks like it's Greta Z. We are looking for Alice Jeffrey from Rotorua and Matilda Burley out of football there in the mix there too. But here we go, Greta Z into the last corner as she burns it down. Loxley Backley out of Te Awamutu is trying to chase her down. It looks like there might be a battle on for 3 and 4 as we round out race number 197. Thanks to Fresh Choice Leamington.
All right, here we have the 8 girls here. Fresh Choice Leamington sponsoring again. Holding on to that whole shot position. That's none other than the Stella Torrance coming through, and she's holding on to it tight as she rips through on this one. But we got Audrey Joyce in that number 2 spot all the way from Australian, Asher Prober, from the New Plymouth with Avi Stevens representing all the way in there. But it looks like it's a nice little mix as they come through on this one. It's a little bit of a argy-bargy on that 2 spot, but out front it's none other than a Stella Torrance holding on to that one. As they come through onto that rhythm section, that's a 93 plate, looking real good as she pedals down through that one, keeping the door shut as they come through. But it's looking like the Australian rider is trying to get away through, but she's not able to do it at the moment. Taking home into the number 3.
I'll tell you what, here we go, Moto 3. It's 11 boys, legs 11 as they say in bingo. And it's race number 199 thanks to the Honda shop. And I tell you what, they don't want to be playing bingo, they want their destiny in their own hands as they bound along. Jack Kelly out of the Capital City on the 118. Looks like he might be out of the lead at the moment. Coming back down towards me though, Cooper Beck out of Harwera on the 311. Dylan Smith out of Harwera on the 601. I tell you what, Harwera represent with Nixon Murphy out of Christchurch on the 136 looking to get around. Tyler Cochran of Tauranga and Jack Bramwell out of North Harbour on the 222 plate, showing us some skills down that final straight.
All right, here we go, representing the 11 boys. It's a Honda shop as they come through here. But that's Max Whitelaw in the number 1 spot. Is Monty Gardner in the 1 spot, but Max is having to settle for the 2 spot as they come through here, trying to get into that slipstream as they go through. And it looks like they're taking home the checkered flag, but who's going to be able to hold on to it at the end of the day? That's when it means business as they come through. It's Monty Gardner in the 1 spot. It's Max Whitelaw as they come through, and they're switching it up. And they're going hard as they go into this final corner in number 3. And who's going to be able to rise to the top? It's a nice little undercut as he pedals through. He's putting down the RPMs and the nitric oxide, enough to make her through to the finish line.
Tell you what, mate, you would think it was finals day today with these riders throwing it down the way they are. Absolutely intense.
We'll wait until we get to the finals. I mean, these guys are just throwing it all down at the moment. So big shout out to all our sponsors out there. Really appreciate everything. Big shout out to all the volunteers. Definitely Jack Links. If you're ever wanting to feed the beast, you want to get to the wild side and feed your wild side, you get over to Jack Links. So big shout out to them sponsoring these events.
last corner down the Burnham Straight as we take out race number 202 here at Cambridge BMX, home of the Errol Nelson Raceway.
All right, here, speaking of Raceway, we got a Battery Town. You want some energy, you want some power, you get to Battery Town because they're going to light you up just like this one here. It's Penny Simmons coming in from Australia, and she's definitely looks like she's riding on some Energizer batteries because she's all go and she's letting her loose as she comes through here. Hustle beats talent when talent won't hustle, but she's hustling hard as she's coming into that second quarter, and it's hot and heavy with Penny Simmons on Australia coming in the number 1 spot, with Neum Lloyd coming in from Mountain Raiders in the number 2 spot, with Sharon Hedges in the number 3 spot. But Aussie's having it all her way as she shakes and bakes down into that final straightaway. Nice riding in there, Penny Simmons from Australia, with Neum Lloyd taking the 2, Sharon Hedges taking the 3.
Here we go, thanks to VCE. It's a first gate of 12 boys here in race number 204. To the bottom of the hill first, and looking for the whole shot is none other than Tauronga's own, the NZ1, that's Rico Ryan. Braxton Gillard out of Wataka on the 917. He's trying to get a move around, but I just saw Cooper Murphy out of Christchurch. He's moved up into the number 2 spot. Brooklyn Hanson out of the North Canterbury on the 677 with Dylan Sarzi out of the North Harbour. On the NI2, he's moving around with Sol Probin on the New Plymouth. Caleb McCabe out of North Harbour, but it looks like it's going to be Rico Ryan 1. Cooper Murphy 2, Braxton Gillard in the 3. If they can hang on, that's how it's going to round out, thanks to VCE.
VCE representing the 12 boys. Thank you, VCE, as they come through here. Nice riding in as they come through, but it looks like it's pedal to the metal as they roll it through here. As they turn and burn, they look like they've got the taste for speed, and they want a little bit more as they roll through this one. Nice riding in there from John O'Hanson from Dunedin. Coulter Joyce is unleashing the beast as he's coming through. He's trying to pack himself a punch, and he's looking for a little bit of an undercut. Not able to do it at this moment. John O'Hanson's holding on to the 1. Coulter Joyce in the 2, with Jack Duckett holding strong on that number 3 spot. Down in 4, it's caught Whiston from Pyroa, with Nathan Grantham coming in from the Waitaku. He's Russell Marshall also from the Pyroa coming in, with Hamish McIntosh coming in from the Waitax. Holding it strong, John O'Hanson taking her home.
VCE not doing things in halves, they're doing them by thirds. It's the third gate of 12 boys, thanks to VCE. It is race number 206, it's moto number 3 if you're wondering where we're at. Charlie Whittington and a Tauranga on the 430, leading them around with 3 Fendricks. He's trying to bust them over to the 690, the mountain raider there. Jared Rennie out of Hamilton on the 531. He wants a pace of the pie coming around that second corner. But it is Charlie Whittington out of Tauranga on the 430 coming back towards me. Levi Morahu battling it out with Cade Peterson out of East City. What's going to happen as they come around this final quarter with Joshua Heppy and Connor Wilkins? Here we go. Looks like Cade Peterson out of East City's lining something up. Bit of a nose manual there. Oh, there we go. It's just the thicky-majiggy-mabob. To round out race number 206.
12 boys. It looks like VCE's doing it in quarters because they're doing number 4 race. VCE representing 12 boys as they come through here. Nice riding in there from Charlie Whittington. As they come through here at Charlie Whittington, with Reef Hendricks coming in through there, and Charlie Whittington is not known for backing down.
No, that's Ben Anderson there, JD, as we're into race number 207. It's the NO1 out of East City. Into the number 2 spot though, it's the 131. That's Tauronga's Liam Clifford, Xavier Bell out of Tauranga too. But it's all the Benny Anderson show from East City as we round out Tauranga and Cambridge and Gisborne in race number 207, thanks to Captain Tree by West.
Race number 208, motor number 3, it's 13 boys. Cabin Tree by West. It's Noah Evans taking the whole shot with Timothy Criswell out of Tauranga, holding into the number 2 spot. But it's anybody's game as they rip themselves into that first corner. But out in front, it's Noah Evans out of the Rotorua. It's Timothy Criswell holding on to the number 2. Fletcher Lawrence is looking for a piece of the action as they come through. But it's Caleb Smith in the back of the pack with Travis Marshall, Blake Hodder coming in through there. But out front, it's the license plate number 77, Noah Evans. 414 holding it tight on the number 2 as they apex through this one with a nice little push out. Nice little run as Fletcher Lawrence taking in the 3 from Harawa.
Here we go, and it's the third gate of 13 boys. It's race number 209, thanks to Captain Tree by West. Tamarahu Thompson from the Hawke's Bay, looking to try and get the whole shot. And it looks like Taimana has Zildian Collie out of Southland on the 589. Tyler Grant on the 717 in North Harbour, currently sitting in the 3. Cooper Halatama out of Palder on the 275. We're looking for the Mountain Raider. The Emerson Hohai on the 218. He's battling it out with Carter Lane there on the 252. But there they go into the last corner. Taimana Thompson there out of the Hawke's Bay. Looks like he's going to take it out with the Southland Riders. Zildian Collie. That's who will be for Nationals next year, with Tyler Grant rounding up the 3 for race number 209. Thanks to Captain Tree by West.
All right, 13 boys up here, Coventry by West coming in through, but it's Cahill Alexander coming in from that Hawke's Bay, Nixon Banks in the number 2, and it's Jack Buckley looking to get in there, and he's in the number 3 at the spot, but it's Artabar's action as they come through onto that double step up, into the triple step up, and throwing themselves hard into that corner. Who's going to be able to spit themselves out into the number 1? But it's Nixon Banks at the moment holding it tight. Cahill Alexander is looking for a way through, but he's not able to see it at the moment as he comes through this one. It's Nixon Banks holding on to the number 1 with Cahill Alexander going to have to settle for the number 2. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Here we go, thanks to the BMX Collective. It's our first gate of 14 boys. It's race number 219. Lucas Martini, the mountain rider, got to the bottom of the hill first. Who's going to have the whole shot? I didn't see that come out. Looks like it might be Yuri Knight 3. It might be the man, the myth, the legend out of Hamilton, Cameron Wallace. Zane Williamson out of Hamilton in the mix there too, putting Lucas Martini in the middle. Nixon points in on the 790 Tauranga, coming in with Ben Shaw, Morris Rennie finding a way around. But it is Cameron Wallace into the last corner first. Here is Lucas Martini in the 2. What can they do here as we look to see them round out race number 211 here in Cambridge?
All right, it's 14 boys, the BMX Collective representing as they slam down that gate. Let's see who's got that whole shot, who's got that power out of that gate, who's licking it down, who's lickety split as they come through here. That's none other than Nicola Chase Silver coming through there from Tiaramu too, and he's holding it strong, and it's Chase Silver in the number 1 spot, and he's laying it down mean as he come through there. He's a real rough rider as he come through. It is an MBR rider, is it none other than Chase Silver holding on to the 1, Cohen Ludman and Samuel coming in on the 3, but it's Georgia Spire coming in on that number 4 spot, Howell coming in on that 5, but it's Silver holding on to the 1 with a nice airtime over the finish line.
Thanks to the Faulkner family, we're on to race number 213. This is Moto 3. It's our first gate of 14 girls with Beth Walker. She's getting us around this track. This is why she's NZ8. This is her home track. That's Holly Tribble out on the 123 out of Christchurch, chasing her down with Sophie Cohen, the mountain raider, on the 198 plate, wanting a pace of the action too. As the Watakari rider on the 406, Lucy Lardner looks for a place. Ruby Zilga out of North Canterbury on the 322, getting around the track pretty swiftly. But it's Beth Walker in the 1, Holly Tribble in the 2, Sophie Cohen in the 3, as we round out race number 213, thanks to the Faulkner family here in Cambridge.
All right, Faulkner family representing the 14 girls as they come through here. The Faulkner family has definitely got themselves a race on their hands as they come through. It's Kate Morris laying it down, and it looks like it's fast lines and good times, but a little bit of an undercut happening in there. Is she able to hold on to that pace? And she pedals out with a nice little pedal power. As the Revolutions pick up, she comes in through, but it's Kate Morris in the number 1, as Raven Aoife Anderson in the number 2. Gizzy representing. It's Molly Buckley in the back on the number 3 spot as she's rolling through, trying to find her way through. But it looks like a nice little undercut as she comes through here. It's going to be a push to the finish line. Who's got the power to sustain over top of the line? Up to the top to see who won that one.
Here we go. It's our first gate of 16 boys thanks to Hamilton, BMX, Tom Coleman, Tyler Dinsdale, Max Richardson, Jacob Shaw, Jackson Lawrence, Flynn Harrison. This is a stacked gate, I tell you. Here they go into the whole shot. It looks like it was Tom Coleman. And the move they go, but it's too close to call at this stage. Into the second corner they go. Tom Coleman in the 1, Tyler Dinsdale in the 2, Max Richardson in the 3. As they come back down towards the rhythm straight, we look to see who's making their way up the pack. And it is 1, 2 and 3. Here we go. The actions are plenty as they go around that corner. It's not looking good there for the City Rider, unfortunately. Not quite making it round. Here we go. First gate of 16 boys.
All right, 16 boys here from the Hamilton BMX truck. Now here they go through. It looks like there's going to be some riding in this one as they come through, and it's going to be hot and heavy as Jack Young coming through with James Waddles coming in on that number 2 spot. It looks like that's none other than Isaac Thompson coming in on the 3 spot with Jack Stanley holding it down. As they come through here, these boys are racing like bandits as they're getting through this one. It's a bucking bronco as they come all the way through onto that rhythm section, and it's anybody's game. But out front is Jack Young. He's holding down to that NI plate, and he wants to hold on to it all the way home. Jack Young taking in the 1 spot, but it's a battle on that 3 spot.
Here we go, thanks to Hamilton BMX. It's our third gate of 16 boys. It's race number 217. Fred Cooper out of Christchurch getting to the bottom fast and furious, and into the whole shot he goes with Darren Basilic out of Whangarei. Ashton Cahill Fay out of the Watakari Club currently in the 3. Corey Carpendale out of Gisborne alongside his mate of Arsha McKnight on the 410 and the 426 respectively. But it is Fred Cooper out of Christchurch on the 110 coming down back towards me. Into the last corner he goes with the 53 plate out of Whangarei, Darren Basilic. Here we go, the battle's on though for 2 and 3. 3 and 4. Here he'll have to burn us down. What's going to happen as they round out race number 217 thanks to Hamilton BMX.
All right, representing 1724 male 20-inch Tigawiti BMX Club. Thank you very much for sponsoring as they come through here. These boys are going hard as they go into that corner, and they're throwing themselves. It's a 1-5. That's a Lewis Atkinson, and he's got himself the pedal down as he's rolling it through here. He's dressed in white, and he's going to make sure he's slick as he comes through. Nice little rhythm section as he's powering it down. Coming into that third corner. Nice little air time as he whips over top of that one. It's Lewis Atkinson taking home the one. Cameron Lang holding on to the number 2 with Harry Ferb coming in on the 3 spot. Lewis taking her home.
Here we go, thanks to Tigawiti BMX Club. It's another go to 17-24 male 20-inch. Into the work early was Angus Thompson out of third floor of the 361, and he's managed to hang on to the whole shot. Ben James out of Cromwell on the 806 and behind him. I tell you what, that's so close you could throw a T-tail over them. Euro 7 of Zachary Arnold. He's in the number 3 spot, but it looks like he's going to make a move up the outside. Xavier down from the Mountain Raiders on the 825 with Hunter Hero out of Harwood on the 707. Here we go. What's going to happen for 1, 2, 3? It looks like it's Angus Thompson, Ben James, and Zachary Arnold. Is that how it's going to play out? It might be as we round out race number 219. Thanks to Tigawiti BMX.
FX Graphics sponsoring the 17-24 females with a whole shot by Maya Watkinson coming in there, but Ali Beddick is making sure from the Mountain Raiders trying to get a little bit of a glimpse on a way through, opening at the door, but she's able to close it down. Maya Watkins out of Haroa holding on to the 1 spot. Ali Beddick looking for a way through as they come through here. They're racing like bandits as they come through with a nice little rhythm section. Ali Beddick on the outside trying to get her way through. She's trying to feel it through. She's got the power down. She's got the pedal to the metal, looking for a high-low. Not able to do it, not enough time. Haroa rider out in the front, and she's taking it home. Maya Watkins taking the 1. Ali Beddick taking the 2. Zuri Hartwell taking the 3.
Here we go. Thanks to FS Graphic Design, we're into the gate 2 of race number 221. This is another group of 17-24 girls. Abby Hurst out of Dope 4 looking to make her move. Here on the 114 plate with Casey and Lewis out of the North Haven, Canterbury. Shades on the 459 with Celine Beister on the 3 at the moment in the 581. As they come back down towards us, we're looking for Emily Sorensen out of Harweda and Riley Ferb out of Harweda as well. But here they come, the battle's on. Selena's making a move, the Mountain Raider. She's trying to raid the number 1, but it looks like she's got company though. Cassie and Lewis, what can she do? This is going to be one to go upstairs for as we round out race number 221.
All right, here we go. 25 plus female 20-inch. Jacques Owens legal. Jacques Owens, thanks very much. Now we have ourselves Tony James taking that whole shot position. We also have Nancy James into this one. Now Nancy James is Tony's mother, so ladies and gentlemen, you want to make sure that this is a mother-daughter ride as they come through, but it's world number 1 at the front as she holds it through. Nice little manual over top of this one. Tony James is holding on to that number 1 spot as she's showing it how it's done, and she's laying it down. But 92 is closing in. Kathleen Jorgantius coming in from Hamilton with Jeanette Davies coming in there as well from Rotorua. Jody Jorgantius coming in on that 4 spot. Tony James taking her home.
Here we go, thanks to Tawera Architecture. It's the 40-49 male 20-inch, and it's a Stack'em Rack'em. Here we go. Alex Pedersen out of the East City Club. He managed to get into the 3rd spot coming out of the corner. He's sitting in just behind Lunston, the number 2, the 400 plate out of Whangarei. JT Napier out of Ed Gisborne, Gizzy hard. On the injured one, coming back down towards us, so it's JT Napier, Lance Anderson, Tinsdale, Alex Pedersen, Nathan Cornelius from Christchurch trying to make a move up here. What can he do? The battle's on between him and Alex. Here we go, Gareth Lockton, he's now running it out with Jack. Grant Reedy pushing it through too. This was one for the ages. Dwayne Inwood and Adam Green in the mix too. As we round out race number 223.
All right, here we go. This is going to be laying it down thick and fast because it's a powder coating New Zealand representing. Oh, it's the Harua boys trying to give a little bit of push out, but it ain't going to happen from the Brazilian rider. It looks like that Felipe Fernandez coming in. He's got the Jenga out of East City. It's Rob Robinson coming in on the number 2 with Joe Hook coming in on that number 3. And it looks like that's none other than Felipe giving him a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of a push. Hey, look guys, I'm still here. Nice seeing ya. I'm out of here. Afterburners on as he rolls through there. Harua boys are looking for a way through, but it's Felipe Fernandez taking home the number 1. Jenga.
And it's into race number 225 thanks to Powder Coating New Zealand. This is the second gate of 30-39 male 20-inch. Into the work they go. It's the 235 plate out of New Plymouth. It's Jade Peters, Alex Lynch in there from Hamilton behind him, alongside Ben Watson and Vince Anderson, all out of Hamilton. And you can tell by those race jerseys they've got, to tell you what, looking pretty funky as they come back down the rhythm straight. Can the New Plymouth rider tape the wolf pack at bay? Here we go. The Hamilton riders are tracing them down, but it looks like it's going to be your New Plymouth rider, Jade Peters, on the 235. Going to round out race number 225 thanks to Powder Coating New Zealand.
Out in PB land, you're going to want to see this race. JJ Car Services is representing the 30-plus males as they roll through here. Taking the whole shot, that's Tim Ferguson in at that moment. But who's in the pocket? That's none other than John Hayes coming in there with Adam Cocker trying to take the number 3. But these guys are racing hard as they come through. You want to make sure you keep the eyes on the prize, because as they come through this rhythm section, it's going to be power down. It's going to be the pedal to the metal. These guys got the taste for speed and they're loving it. It's Tim Ferguson out in the front, John Hayes in the number 2, and Adam Cocker in the number 3 spot as they roll through there. Tim Ferguson represent taking home the 1.
Just the quality of racing there, mate.
Slamming her down.
Here we go, thanks to Nelson Brothers Racing. This is the first out of our Mighty 11's Memorial Class. It's race number 227. The internet sensation Tobias Dickinson might have got to the bottom of the ramp first. Jax O'Connell now, the number 1 Australian rider. He's out the front as we bound along here for race number 227. We're looking to see what's going on. Jax O'Connell looks like he's building up a bit of a lead with the Aussie again. Here we go, Jax O'Connell, Noah Joyce, Miller Ringe. Here we go, into the last quarter they go. Jai Martini trying to make a move. Tobias Dickinson working in behind him. Trying to hold back another Aussie. Callie McKee with Lexi Silva out of New Zealand in the mix there too. As we round out race number 227.
228 up out there, Moto number 3. It's Mighty 11's Memorial. NBR Nelson Boys Racing represent as they come through here. Taking a nice shot. That's Ace. They don't call him Ace for nothing because he's got the pace. It's the Aussie boy out front and he's laying her down. He's got it dust to dust and tracks to track. Boom! Shakalaka. He's out in that airtime racking it up, and it looks like it's a nice little run as he comes through. But that's Ace out in the front and he's running it down. He's turning and burning as he comes through here. He's got the need. He's got the need for speed. It's Finn Lawrence in the number 2 with Brock O'Neill, the switchblade, coming in on that number 3 spot. Penny Simmons coming in on that Aussie on the number 4. But it's Ace all got the pace on the 1.
Here we go, race number 229. Thanks to Nelson Brothers Racing. It's another gate of Memorial Mighty 11 class. I got that one the wrong way around. But I tell you what, Nico Meyer didn't get it the wrong way around. Nico's into the work early. Out of the whole shot there, the New Plymouth riders holding back the Australian Jack Reed. Addison Harrowfield, the carry there, looking for a spot. She's currently sitting in the 3. The Aussie of Maggie McDougall, she's in the number 4 spot with Jackson Carroll, Kelly Miller and Nessie Rennie. Bounding around there too, but coming back down towards us, getting in close and thick and tidy. It's Nico Meyer. Can he hang on? The Aussie's going to make a move now. Up the final straight. Addison Harrowfield paddling it out as well. Addison Harrowfield versus Maggie McDougall. Here we go. We're going to want to check that one out as we go up onto the YouTube channels.
All right, as we got the sponsorship from Rappus. Rappus is here to wrap you up, as it looks like this one is going to be tighter than a burrito, and he's got this one all wrapped up as he comes through here. And it's none other than a Mike Head holding on to this one with Greg Hughes. Stephen Ameren coming in on that number 3 spot, but Ryan Clifford. Saddle up, boys, because these guys will be fucking Broncos as they come through onto that rhythm section. Out in the front, that's NI number 1, Greg Hughes, holding it down. And it looks like he's got this one wrapped up tighter than a Mexican burrito as he comes through there. Sponsored by Rappus. Greg, Mike Head taking the 2.
Here we go, it comes thanks to Hamilton Fencing. This is our group of 12 girls. We got Maddie Newcomb, Indy McCullen, Grace Larder, Chloe Dinsdale, Lily Rose Waterhoo, Charlotte Zillwood. Into the work they go. It is none other than Maddie Newcomb out of Rotorua on the O2. She's in the number 1 spot. I think it might be Indy McCullen in the number 2 as we look to see who's who coming into the second corner back down towards us. I can tell you it is definitely Maddie Newcomb on the O2 in the number 1 spot. Indy McCullen from Southland sitting in the number 2 currently. It's the 174 plate though of Grace Larder from Waitakere with the 223 out of Whangarei. That's Chloe Dinsdale in the 4. As we round out the corner, there's going to be a battle on for the number 2 spot. What can we see as we look up there to see the rounding out race number 231?
All right, motor number 313 girls here representing Nelson Family. Thank you, Nelson Family, as they come in through here. They got loaded up, locked and loaded as they come through here. Who's shooting from the hip? Saddle up, ladies and gentlemen, because this one is a race within a race, because there's a race on that 3rd and 4th spot. As you can see them, they're argy-barging as they come through here. But they're looking for a little bit of a pace, an undercut in there. The White Tax rider is trying to make it through, but it's the Penny Sisters on the 2-3 spot. But it's Holly Nielsen at the moment, and it's the Nielsen Family representing. No surprises here as she's punching it up well above her weight as they come through. Penny Sisters taking in the 2-3 with Holly Nielsen sponsoring this race, taking on the 1.
Here we go, it's our first gate of 15 boys thanks to match components, and into the work earlier was Deacon Connor, and that's why he's NZ1. I tell you what, he's dressed for success. Into the work they go. The local lad, Nico Kogan, you're in Z3. He's sitting in the number 2 spot. We got somebody going mountain biking. Somebody tell him it's not Crankworks yet. Daniel Mason looking for a spot though too, but it looks like it's going to be Deacon Connor 1. Nico Kogan 2. You're in I 2. That's Daniel Mason in the 3. Oh, Nico Kogan's making a move. Can he put it? Those legs, I've got to tell you what. I want to watch that replay. Nico Kogan putting the afterburners on there. We might have to go to a photo finish on that one.
15 boys match components as they come through here out of the gate. Fast as fast can be. It's Levi Banks. It looks like he's racing for the Benjamins as they come through here because bank on him. He's going to make sure he holds shots that one. But it's Bryson Joyce looking for a way through as he flips the switch as he comes through here. He'll be eyeing the prize as he comes through onto that second corner. A little bit of an undercut. Follows him through. Bryson Joyce is coming through on that rhythm section. Now he's got the power. Does he have the power to sustain the pain as he comes through into that third and final corner? Ripping it as he comes through. Nice little tail whip as he comes through. But taking it home, it's Levi Banks with Bryson Joyce taking the 2, Jamie Hargan taking the 3.
Okay, riders to the pits for moto number 4. Riders to the pits for moto number 4 as we have the gate drop on the race number 235 thanks to Track World. Madeline Hunter into the work early, but it's Danica Bergensen, the local lass. The 515 plate, she's making up for her earlier ride. She's back up front. Nikita Clark from Waitakere on the 68 plate. She's currently sitting in the 3, looking to get around. Nadia Gabayani and the Hamilton rider on the 878. Molly Inia from Te Awamutu in the mix there too, alongside Hazel Gardner, Ellie Hindell, Aurora Herbert. Here we go, the battle's on. It's for 2 and 3. Can Nikita Clark do anything here, or will Madeline Hunter hold her off? I don't know. We're going to have to check that one out as well. Too close for me to call.
All right, out in TV land, you're going to want to see this one. It's going to be fast. BMX New Zealand representing women elite. As the hush goes over the crowd, it looks like it's a beautiful start out there. And it looks like she's taking it into that Lily Greenoff, taking it into that number 1 spot as she comes ripping it through there. It's Lily Greenoff out in the 1 spot as she comes rolling through there. Nice riding it. It's Leo Walker in the 1 spot, Lily Greenoff in the 2. Switching it up. Beautiful. Cha-ching, taking her home. Lily Walker known for her speed. This is her track and she's laying it down. Cambridge 1, Cambridge 2. Lily Walker in the 1 as she comes through. And it's Leah Greenoff in the number 2, Brooke Penny in the number 3 spot as they roll through there. Hannah Mason coming in through there. Leo Walker taking the 1, Lily Greenoff 2.
No, it's not right.
Here we go, thanks to BMX New Zealand. That's race number 237. It's our first gate of men elite, and they're into their work early with Daniel Franks making a move. It's the 222 plate off Daniel Franks out of Cambridge. Cooper Richardson from the North Harbour. He's in the number 2 with John Sargison, Will Skipper, Theobald, Lewis Hansen, the hunt for it as well. Here we go. It looks like we might have lost the rider, unfortunately. Hopefully he's okay, but here we go. It's none other than the local lad of Daniel Franks. He's all in blue into the last corner. He's going to throw it down. John Sargison in the 2, Cooper Richardson in the 3, as it looks like our fallen rider thankfully is back up. That might be Lewis Hunt, the local lad out of Cambridge, back up on his feet. Big round of applause for him on the 586.
All right, as we go through here, a big shout out again to all our volunteers to St. John's out there. Give them a kiss and a cuddle when you see them. They always want a nice little talk, so make sure you support St. John's. They're number 1 in my book, so thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting. Big thanks to all the grants that are coming through here from the Grassroots, Bobby Foundation, and NZCT, and the Pub Charity. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to support. And you know what? I'm feeling a little hungry. I might feed the wild side. Jack Links.
Big round of applause for Lewis Hunt there, rolling around on the 586 out of Cambridge.
All right, up on the gate, this one is going to be quick, so no time to get your popcorn. It's representing BMX New Zealand. It's men elite. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, as they come strolling out of here. Pedal revolutions are building up. Pebble power as they go through. Nice little run through as they come through here. This is poetry in motion as they roll through here on the pro gate, and it looking slick as they come through with a high little jump, keeping that momentum building as they come through into that second corner. As they go rolling through here, that's Jack Greenoff in the number 1 spot. Chased down hot and heavy by the Finn Kogan with Rico D'Anvers in the number 3. Nice riding as they push it through. Finn's looking for a little bit of a way through, but it's Jack Greenoff holding into the 1. Finn holding in the number 2. Rico D'Anvers coming in on the 3. Good to see Oliver back out in the mix there. Oh, Oliver's not, actually.
Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
I tell you what though, but thanks to Riverside Adventures, it's back into the cruiser races. It's our 8 to 10 cruiser male. Race number 239. It looks like Matatini Hill out of the North Harbour. Oh, it's Matatini and Tate going elbow to elbow. As we head into the second corner there, we got Tate Burden on the NZ2 and a Tiamutu in the mix. Enzo Torres from Te Araha on the 125. We're looking for Caden McKenzie out of Christchurch. He's double classing on the 182 alongside Donovan Wallace at a Taupo, Bowden Lamb and Jordan Dawson. But it's going to be Matatini Hill, Tate Burden. 1 and 2, here we go, the afterburners. It is too close to call. There we go. Tate Burden choosing to go to the sky. What a race that was.
All right, it's 8 to 14 cruiser females. Move Logistics representing as they come through here, looking for a whole shot position, but that's none other than Yamika Wallace out in the front. She's cruising it down through here. She's one to watch as she works her way through the ranks, but it's a 7-2-3 plate in the number 2. Skylar Hansen representing North Canterbury. Olivia Foss in the number 3 spot. Mountain Raiders coming through. A little bit of a battle on that 3 spot as they come through, but out front by a country mile, that's none other than the Mika Wallace. Wallace family raising tough as they come through. Nice riding in there. She's definitely got the grit. She's got the determination as she rolls through with some nice pedal power. It's the 7-2-3. Skylar Hansen looking for a way to get caught up to that Mika Wallace, but Olivia Foss is in the number 3 spot. Addie Barrington out of Sunset Coast coming in on the 4. Stella Torrance looking real good. And it's Kat Morse from Southland.
Here we go, thanks to BP to go. Leamington, we're into race number 241. Unfortunately, losing a shark in the water there. Into the first corner though, Tyler Dinsdale looks like he might have got the whole shot and is hanging on to it. Oh, as we're coming down that second straight, it's getting a bit funky with it. Jacob Shorter Dunedin on the 883. The Tauranga rider of Louis Sanders in the mix there too on the 437. Looking for Liam Clifford to get around too. Braden King out of Cromwell and Travis Marshall from Paroa. As they come back around, it looks like it was Sanjo Benson on the New Plymouth rider. He's the one that kind of got a bit funky, but he's back up and riding as we round out the race there. Race number 241 here in Cambridge at the 2024 BMX New Zealand North Island titles.
All right, Stephen Wallace is representing 17 and 24 cruiser male as they come into this one. Bang as they come through this one. And it's a nice little run as they walk through. Rock the Bomber is looking for a little bit of a way through. Lewis Atkinson in the number 2 spot, taking the number 1 spot. And he's laying it down thick and fast as he comes through here. He's one to watch as he comes through representing East City. A nice little tail whip as he comes through. But it's out in the front, it's Lewis Atkinson holding it down strong as he rolls through this one. Hammer down, pedal to the metal as he's rolling through. They're bouncing like a kernel in a popcorn maker as they roll through this one. But it's Brock the Bomber in 3, and it's Zachary Arnold in the number 2. Taking her home is Lewis Atkinson, East City.
Big shout out to Stephen as he rolls around sponsoring the race there. Then onto it thanks to Cambridge Hyphens. This is our 1734 cruiser female. This has been one to watch. Tony James, the world one, into the corner first with Selena Feisted, the mountain road on the 5-1 sitting in behind her. We're looking for Jessie Hera out of Hardware on the 747. We can see her with the yellow and blue on the jumper there. Claire Williams at a Tauranga on the 149. Kayla Hutchinson, the local lass on the 62 plate. But it is your world one. It is the Waitakere rider. Tony James into the last corner first. With Selena the Mountain Raider sitting there in the 2, Claire Williams in the 3, and it looks like our hardware rider, Jessie taking the 4, and Kayla there coming through, rounding us out for 5.
All right, it's 40 to 44 cruiser males as they come through. It's Pickford family coming through here. Like a bag of nuts and bolts, these boys are loose as a goose as they come through here. But that's Lance Dinsdale out in number 1 spot, out representing Fungaray. He's got some serious power out there. These are some heavy hitters. It's Nick Jeffrey coming in on that number 2 spot, but it's Jacques coming through on that number 3 spot. And then Jonathan Rosenberg on the number 4 spot. Tony Carpendale taking the 5. But it's Lance Dinsdale having it all his way and a little sneaky look back as he comes through. And he's just sort of pacing himself as he goes into that final stretch. But it's Nick Jeffrey taking in the 2. Jacques Chislale coming in on the number 3. Jonah Rosenberg taking the 4.
Here we go, we're into it though. Race number 245, thanks to Compass Refrigeration. Into the work early though, it's the 817 into the whole shot. That's your New Plymouth rider. That's Angela Ernwood with Amy Duckett out of Rotorua on the 140 plate. She's sitting on the number 2, the Hamilton rider on the 424. That's Sonia Rini, she's from the Waikato and she wants the title. Kayla Newton on the 418 out of Hamilton 2 with Patrina McFarlane on the 180 out of Waitakere. Your 246 plate, that's Hamilton's Kate Mycroft. Here we go though, looks like it's going to be Angela Ernwood rounding out race number 245.
All right, 246 up on the gate here. It's 35 to 39 cruiser males. Automotive Solutions. You got a problem? Go to Automotive Solutions. They'll fix it for you as they're looking to see who's going to lock this one in. But that's Adam Cocker on the inside line. And he's trying to get that whole shot position, and he does. He's slamming himself into that one, riding his DK on this one. But it's Adam Cocker in the number 1 spot, and it's Sean Thompson in their number 2 spot as they come through here. But it's Sean Thompson out in the 1 spot with Adam Cocker coming in on the number 2. Nice riding as they roll through here. Adam Cocker in the 1, and it's Sean Thompson taking the 2 spot as they roll through here in the number 3 spot. It's Scott Murphy taking her in the 3, but it's Adam Cocker, Thompson in the 2, Murphy in the 3, Peters in the 4, and Barry Mitchell. Nice ride.
Here we go. Thanks to Leamington Auto Electrical. It's race number 247. It is moto number 3, 45 to 49 Cruiser Mail. Kevin Tamipo. He's into the work early. Can he get the whole shot? I don't know. It looks like Zane Alexander of the Hawke's Bay might have got in underneath him. Here we go though. Kevin's busting a move. Rob Higgins on the 199 out of Hamilton in the mix there somewhere too. We're also looking for Nathan Cornelius out of Christchurch on the 142 with Daniel Martini, the Mountain Raider. He's on the 923, but it is your NZ2, the Hawke's Bay rider of Zane Alexander in the front with Andrew McCarlane on the 65 out of Waitakere. Paul Davis though, he's challenging it out. He's the Hawke's Bay rider on the 99 plate, but that's how it's going to land with Zane Alexander taken out. Race 247.
All right, sponsoring Leamington Auto Electrical. Thanks very much. It's 45 to 49 Cruiser Males as they come through here. That's Tim Atkinson in the number 2 spot. Yes, that's Lewis Atkinson's father as he comes through. The Racing Blood is in there as they come through onto that second corner. Tim Atkinson is in the number 3 spot as they roll through. Steven Sherminski is in the number 2 spot, but it's Derek holding on to the number 1. Derek Joelmeyer coming in on the 1 all the way from Dunedin. It's Steven Sherminski in the number 2. Tim Atkinson in the number 3 spot as they give a little sneaky look back. These guys are just holding the spots.
Thank you to Safe Road Services for bringing us race number 249. It's our first gate of 11 to 12 Cruiser Mail. Rico Ryan getting into the work as he hits the bottom of the ramp first. Nixon moved out of Christchurch on the 136 plate though. He might be in the 2 spot. Yes, he is as they come around the corner. Your North Harbour rider, your NZ2. That's Dylan Sazi. Currently sitting in the 3 with Caleb McCabe out of North Harbour, his mate. On the 210 as they come back down towards us, looking for Nathan Swain, the 718 plate out of the Sunset Coast, but it's none other than the Rico Ryan, the man with the stickers. He's taking us home as we round out race number 249. The battle's on though for 2 and 3. What's going to happen? Nixon Murphy, Dylan Sazi. We're going to need to go check the replay. That came out of nowhere. That's why you want to keep your eyes trackside.
11 to 12 Cruiser Males as they come through here. It's Cooper Murphy in the lead at the moment. He's looking for that whole shot, but it's Reef Hendricks taking in the number 2 spot from the Mountain Raiders, and he looks like he's holding his line strong. But out in the front, that's a 134 Cooper Murphy all the way from the Christchurch. Thank you, Safe Roads, for representing this one. Nielsen Ultra hitting in Rotorua in the number 3 spot as they come through here. They're looking like they're lining this one up real nice as they come through. They're racing into the future, 30 seconds at a time. They're going the distance. They're going for speed. It's Cooper Murphy in the number 1. It's Reef Hendricks in the number 2 spot. Nice little nose manual with the tail manual coming in through on that one with Finn Barrington taking the 3 Sunset Ghost.
Oh, I tell you what, this has been a gate to watch. It's race number 251, thanks to the Waitakere BMX Club. Into the mix early, it's Jeanette Davies, your world number 1. That's why she is what she is. Donna Head, though, your 01. I tell you what, this class is full of class. Into the work she goes. Donna trying to keep away Steph, the 128 plate there out of the Mountain Raiders. She's got a bit of action coming. Lisa Anderson on the 96 plate out of Waitakere. Hayley Puddle from Rotorua on the 149 alongside Nancy James out of Waitakere on the 91 plate with the rabbit on the hat. Here we go though. Donna Head's making a move up the outside. This is going to be, come on Donna, throw some pedals in there. Oh, we're going to have to look. Did she get it on Jeanette? I don't know. We're going to want to check out the scores to validate that one.
All right, race number 252. It's moto number 3. It's a 50 Cruiser Males. It's VidTech Solutions representing. It's Brett Hancock with a nice gate. Aaron Hodder coming through there from the New Plymouth representing, but he's way out front at that moment, and he's holding it down. A little look back at this moment, but it'll be a race for the second place as they come through here. They got their plates on. They got the pedals down as they roll through here. These boys are riding with a rough crowd as they go through on this one. It's 50-plus males on the Cruiser as they go through. It's Brett Hancock holding on to the 1. Aaron Hodder and Craig Barrington battling it out on the number 2 spot in there. But it's Craig Barrington, Warren Bogus coming in through there. These boys are bad as a meat axe as they roll through here. But it's duck, duck, goose because these boys are loose out in that back section.
Here we go as we round out moto number 3. Thanks to VidTech Services, another gate of 50 plus cruiser male into the work early is Rotorua. Greg Hughes, but Paul Luttrell and a Teo Amudu on the 701. And he's trying to get out the front, and he might have just done it. Dazza Perrin and a Tauranga on the 110. We're looking for Clifford Wilson, the Mountain Raider on the 723 with Martin Hicks out of the Hawke's Bay on the 130 and James Percock on the 161 out of Cambridge. But it's just 701 plate. Your Tauranga, Teo Amudu rider, sorry. Paul Luttrell on the 1, Greg Hughes in the 2. As we round out here, moto number 3, race number 2, 53, 50 plus cruiser male, thanks to FitSec Services. As you can see, the track preparing now for our last moto of the day, something that we're all going to be looking forward to.
All right, we are into the 4th and final round of day 1 here at the 2024 BMXNZ North Island titles. Again, just while we're waiting for the track prep to get down and done and dusted, big shout out to Mountain Raiders from all the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We got a few shout outs from Australia, Tate and Miller Rentich from the Aussie crew. And it is going to be a few local shout outs there as well. Stronix are shouting out all the Christchurch City riders. Matty Newcomb's in there as well. Hawke's Bay, Gizzy, oh my gosh, it's all the local ones. Shout out to Bryson and Coulter Joyce from Debbie Jane. And it is a shout out to Hunter and Jesse Hira from Hawara BMX Club. And all those from Hawara BMX Club, lots of love from their sister Pagan. So again, help us out. Let's see those numbers go through the roof. Lots of interaction on the live stream. If you want to shout out, if you want to get amongst the action, feel like you're here, get amongst it and let us know where you're listening from. Let's go, Alexandra. There was a bit of debate going on in the chat before as to who has the best club jersey, and I'd have to say the plaid from Alex would be a strong contender.
The plaid from Alex, although Hamilton's pushing hard with the pink and blue. I mean, mate, but I just want to pull your attention to the live stream. I mean, look at that. Thanks to Jack Lynx, thanks to BMXNZ, we've got drones up there. That Cambridge BMX track is absolutely putting it on. As we now jump over to the crowd, I mean, and without this crowd here, there's the Cambridge BMX Club president, Alan Hunt, looking like he's pretty relaxed. I mean, it's going really well here this weekend, isn't it?
Off to an absolutely phenomenal start. And again, a huge shout out to all the crew. If you see someone in the Watch You Security t-shirts out and about around the track and whatnot, make sure you give them a crisp high five, because it's those types of people that are the absolute backbone of events like this, and we couldn't be doing it without you. Also, a huge shout out to Cambridge BMX Club. Again, it is never an easy task getting amongst some of these major events, and a huge shout out to you guys for taking on what has been a bit of a challenge, but have absolutely delivered on all that has been promised from North Island titles.
But I think we want Gates back up. Oh, Gates. Eyes back up on the gate for the first gate of the Mighty 11 test. Moto number 4.
Hey, stand up guy, boy, I'm 10 toes. Big body pull up in a Range Rover. I can change the whole game when I say so. I pull up, shut it down, yeah, they know. Running this game ain't a game for me. I never switched up, no change in me. The only thing
All right, gate drops for the 4 Mighty 11s test team boys off to an absolute rocket ship start. Oh no, we've got a huge bid on the first. Everybody's going to be back up and racing. And it is Aussie, Kiwi, Aussie, Aussie. Can we get our bikes untangled and back racing again? This is what teams racing is all about. Back out in front, it is our lone Kiwi in amongst a sea of Aussies heading down that third straight. What is going to happen? It is bar-to-bar action. And it is Aussie, Aussie out in front, followed by our Kiwi. We'll work it out what is happening out the back, but it looks like Aussie, Aussie, Kiwi. Bit of action out there on that first straight. And this is what teams racing is all about. Risk it for the biscuit, get out there, get amongst it. You win some, you lose some. And I know these Kiwi boys will be back out there fighting again in the next round, first thing tomorrow.
Right up on the gate there, that's the Mighty 11 test team. That's the girls up there representing, and it's sponsored by the BMX New Zealand.
When I'm all in my bag, it gets tragic. When I see what I want, gotta have it. I can't let up, they made me a savage. I can't slow down my foot on the gas. Going way up from where I was last year. I'ma make it look easy, that's it. I know God got me, he got my back. These blessings falling in my lap. I came up, give it all I had.
All right, give it up for our Kiwi rider. It's going to be Brocky O'Neill. And it's the only downside to teams racing. Can be a bit hard on the old bikes, the old hardware. But we are got to keep team mechanic Harry busy working that one out.
Ain't no stopping me, ain't no stopping me, ain't no
Okay,
stopping me now.
the crowd goes silent for these ladies.
I make it, I know that they mad when I swerve out the lot. Thinking the plot.
Slamming it down, and it looks like it's Aussie against the Kiwis, and it's a Kiwi out in the front at the moment. It could be double Kiwis as they push through. It's a tag team as they go through. No, they're closing it off. The Aussies shut the door, but it's Addison Harrisfield at the moment in the number 1 spot. Nice riding in there from the Aussie girl, but she just can't get by Addison. Addison's shutting down the door. They're looking for a way through, but it's the Aussies in the 2. It's the Aussies in the 3. It's the Aussies in the 4, but out front it's Addison Harrisfield having it her way. She's pumping it, she's slamming it, she's revving it up. She's looking strong as they come through here. The Aussies just can't seem to get by her, but it's the Aussies holding it strong in the team position, taking in the 2, taking in the 3. Addison Harrisfield, New Zealand, taking the 1.
Another awesome showing from our Mighty 11s competitors. Party like a trans-Tasman rivalry party. Aussie versus New Zealand, getting amongst it.
Nothing like to get the heart rate up and the blood boiling with the Aussie Kiwis. I mean, the Aussies definitely come here and they come to push strong. So it's great to see. It's great to see that teams racing totally different than your normal racing. You could see those Aussies were hedging each other out and helping each other on that 2nd and 3rd spot. Just not able to get through there, the Kiwis. They'll be strategizing, that's for sure, tonight, trying to figure out a way through these guys.
Back to the whiteboards, back to the brains trust to come up with a bit of a game plan for day number 2. And we're into it, Sprocket 5 and unders. We've got Lottie Kahukura, Madison Walker, Charlie Watson, Rayleigh Fleming, Harley Wallace and Watson Foreman in this one. And it looks like it is going to be the mighty Wallace Jr., Harley Wallace out there in the top spot, coming back towards us. Little Tykes on little bikes getting amongst it. It has been a huge first day here at the 2024 BMXNZ North Island titles. I think they have certainly earned themselves a soft drink or an ice cream or two, because it has been absolutely rocket ship action all the way around. It is Mr. Wallace out in the top spot. We go the 416. That is going to be Watson Foreman in the 2. The 757 has got a little bit of company on the inside. The 388 sneaking through. Charlie Watson finding a way through. The Hamilton rider says, I'm out of here. I am done and dusted. I'm off for a cold drink. And I'm going to lock in the 3rd place for my troubles.
All right, we got a 257 coming in Moto 4. It's Sprocket 5 and under, sponsored by the BMX New Zealand. Nina Jeffrey coming in there, Rotorua. Inter Heath coming in there from North Harbour with Arlo Hudson from the New Plymouth. The Sharks are in the water, so watch out. It's Robin Zakinski coming in from the Whitax. Kyle Sazzy in the mix as well. He's a bruiser as a come through with the bruiser. It's North Harbour, and it's Elza Watzer Waters coming in there from Cromwell. Eddie Kong from the Mountain Raiders representing. These boys are having some smiles on their dials and they're having a great old time out there. We got ourselves a little bit of a side action as he come through. It looks like he's splattered himself down on the track and it looks like he's going to be able to get himself up. Yes, he's back on the motion, but it's a 406 looking like he's having a good old time and a little bit of a look around. That 406, none other than the Urza Heath coming in through there. Arlo Hudson in the mix as well. It's Kyle Sazzy giving a little bit of a come through as he's trying to cheer his compatriot on. But he's cruising as he comes through. He hasn't quite got to the standing position, but he's coming through. Kyle, give me a wave as he comes through. A little bit of a thumbs up as that boy, but it's a 3-9. It's a shark in the water as he's back up. And ladies and gentlemen, give yourself a round of applause for this boy as he comes through, because that's Hudson in there, and he's strong as can be. New Plymouth Riders.
All right, on to the Sprocket 6 boys. We got Mahaki Todoa, Jake Anderson, Carter Lynch, Oakley Mitchell, Chase Hamlin, Brody Wellington, Jasper Sweetman, and Harry Sinclair in this one. And again, it is Jakey Anderson, the Mountain Raider, out to pretty good start. He's got himself a couple of bike legs back on the Harvard rider of Chase Hamlin. And he's going great guns all day. A little look back from Jake Anderson as they head down the third straight. He's got the Harvard rider in the 2, but the TA rider though, coming up on the outside shoulder. What can Oakley Mitchell do? Can he find a way around? He's going to go under. There's going to be a drag race. They're going to light the turbos. It looks like the Harvard rider just has a little bit more left in the gas tank and goes through, picks up the second, TA in the third.
And here we go. We got ourselves the Sprocket 6 boys. BMX sponsored by New Zealand as they come through here. Nice riding as they go through there, but it's autograph from the East City. Ludovico Rosenberg coming in there from Seattle, and it's Cohen Phillips in there. Ollie Deach coming in from the White Tax. Liam Anderson representing Hamilton, and it looks like that's Luca Gill coming in from Cambridge. Sunset Coast with Tyler Rosenberg in there. Finn Watson all the way from Hamilton. Looking real good as they roll through this one. But out in the front, and he's holding it strong. That's none other than the 3-4-2. I know that's Ludwig coming in through there. Rosenberg's looking good. Chadamutu representing strong with a nice little manual over top of the tabletop. He better watch himself because he's got to have the pace to hold and sustain. Coming in on that white tax, number 2.
All right, Sprocket 6 boys. Hudson Hislop, Asher Maloney, Jordan Pearson, Reeve Cameron, Otto Peters, Arlo Tapling, Freddie Stansfield, and Fletcher Stevens. And that is none other than the East City rider of Hudson Hislop. Turning and burning down that second straight. It looks like Freddie Stansfield's in the 2. We'll have a look to see who's in the 3 as they come back towards us, but it is all East City out there in the front. Hislop the junior into the work early, getting into that rhythm section. Head going great guns as they turn on to the final shape for the last time today. It's the 174 bike. Otto Peters in the 3, but it is going to be Hudson Hislop start to finish in the 1 spot and locks in another one for end of day number 1.
All right, up on the gate, it's the Sprocket 7 boys, sponsored by the BMX New Zealand. All right, like a kid in a candy shop, everybody wants a lick on the lollipop, but it's Max out in the number 2 spot as they come through. That's the East City rider, but it's definitely Liam Wang in the number 1 spot out of the Mountain Raiders as they roll through here. But it's the 302, a little bit of a argy-bargy happening on that number 3 spot with a little bit of a push through, but it's Max Miles out in the number 2 spot. But it's Liam Wang, and he's throwing himself down, but don't look in your rear view mirror at the moment there, Liam, because you got Max coming in, and it looks like he's going to be locking and loading into this one. But it's Liam Wang at the moment as he's cruising through, getting a little bit of a distance. Max is trying to rail him in, and it looks like he's got himself a sniper onto his back, because he's looking like he's going to be all over him. And it looks like Liam's going to be able to hold on to this one. Max Miles taking in the number 2.
All right, we're into Sprocket 7 boys again. Micah Milligan, Odin Weed, Arlett Peters, Hudson Ryan, Ritson Chait, and Ryan McBride in this one. We'll pick up who is in the 1 as they come through. It is going to be the 993. Leaves the door open though for the Waitakere rider. Vincent Chait says, I want a piece of the action. Hudson Ryan manages to cover his line just. And he says, no, that is mine out there in the top spot. He's going to go into the 3rd straight in the 1 position. The Waitakere rider in the 2. We'll see who is in the 3 as they come back towards us. It is the 966 bike. That is Odin Weed from Capital. But as they head towards home for the final time today, it is going to be Vincent Chait just behind.
All right, here we go. We're into the Moto 4 with the Sprocket 7 boys, sponsored by BMX New Zealand. Taylor Liu coming in from there from North Harbour. RV Dempson coming in North Harbour as well with the license plate of 825. And he's looking real strong. And that's Jack Green out in the front from Whangarei. Archer Griffin from Cambridge in there with Jack Thompson in the mix from Cambridge, representing as they roll through here. Coming back at us, but it's none other than Jack Green. He's got it green for the money and gold for the honeys as he's rolling through this one. But it's Jack Green in the number 1 spot with the 825 with the 919 taking in the number 2 spot. Archer Griffin coming through on that third and final corner. Jack Green is hustling as they come through. Nice riding in there with the North Harbour Riders coming in on that number 3 spot as they go through. Jack Green taking the 1.
All right, Sprocket 6, 7 girls. Hannah Inwood, Winnie Murphy, Orla Lloyd, Sage Lawrence, Penelope Robinson, Miller Crawley, and Pippa Walker. And she's been doing it all day, and today, at the end of the day, is no different. Pippa Walker goes through in the top spot. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the 790 of Winnie Murphy in on the 2. We'll pick up that 3 spot as they come back towards us, but it looks like Pippa Walker, couple of bike links back to Murphy in the 2 spot as they head down that 3rd straight. And it's been a great showing from the 6-7 girls all day. It's been windy, it's been wild, and they have managed to keep it rubber side down all day. Pippa though turns for home to round out day 1, and she'll be locking in a win for her troubles in the Sprocket 6-7 girls.
All right, up on the gate is the 9 boys, sponsored by the Mitchell family. Thank you very much as they come through here. Out in the front, that's hiding in plain sight. That's none other than Parker Gibb out there from Haroa as they come through there. Nice riding in there. Sorry, that's Hendricks. Koharica. Hendricks, tire tracks all over your back. I can see you've had your fun. It's Hendricks from Alexandra, and he's out in the front at the moment, and he's leading the charge. He's coming through there real strong. He's out there 3-4 bike lengths in the front, and he's pushing it down. He's got himself the pedal down to the middle, and it's Hendricks out in the front. It's all his way at the moment. It's Braxton Hughes coming in on the number 2. Luca Hudson in the number 3, but it's Hendrik Kahukra in the number 1 spot, and he's lean, mean, and he's a fight machine. Braxton taking the 2 and Luca Hudson taking the 3.
All right, thanks to the Mitchell family, 9 boys again. We're into Charlie Mitchell, Katie McDonald, George Wu, Luke Buckley, Cameron Inwood, Roman Thompson, and Donovan Wallace. In this one, what have we got? It is going to be Katie McDonald out in the 1 spot. And we'll pick up who is in there from there and out. We'll pick up the 2 from there. It looks like it is George Wu in the 2, Wallace in the 3. The NZ7, that is going to be Roman Thompson holding on with Luke Buckley in the mix as well. And it will be Katie McDonald takes that one out.
All right, up on the gate, it's the 9 boys, Mitchell family. This one here is the one you want to get in behind, ladies and gentlemen. This one's the Tahitian rider. It's Bruce Gobret in there from the Tahiti, and he's in the number 2 spot. It's Jackson Roprati holding it down. He's got his race line, and he's defending it as he comes through here. But that Bruce has flown all the way over here, and he's laying down tracks. I can hear the Tahitian riders out there screaming his name. Bruce, Bruce, Bruce almighty as he comes through here. But it's Jackson Roprati, and he's out in the front, and he's holding it down as he's busting a move. He's letting it loose. It's Jackson Roprati, world number 3 from East City in the 1 spot, but it's Bruce closing in on this one. He's trying to find his way through. Nice riding in there. It's Jackson Roputty taking the 1, Bruce Goldberg taking the 2, with Jacob Crawford on the 3.
All right, into the 9 girls we go. Just locking and loading a few of the last details for our 9 girls. Shout out for Joycey on the live stream from his favourite son.
Keep those live streams coming through. We definitely appreciate that. We'll just throw a couple of them out at the moment as we're waiting on the gate. We have up on the gate, it's the 9 girls, and it's Cooney Law. Cooney Law sponsoring the 9 girls. Slamming it down, and it looks like it's a nice run in there from that number 2 line, and it's looking like that's the North Harbour rider as they represent. Nice riding in there. Oh, it looks like we could have a little bit of an argy-bargy as they come into that corner with a little bit of a pass through, but it's Darcy Dumbbell in that one as it coming through in here nice and hot as they're ripping it through. But a nice riding in there from these boys as they're rolling it down. And it looks like out in the front rider, it's the 219 at the moment with the 91 chasing it down, but it's a 215 out in the front with the 51 North Harbour rider in the number 2 spot, with the Hamilton riders in the 3-4 spot as they're coming through. And it's nice riding in there, but it looks like North Harbour's going to have to settle for 2 with the Hamilton coming in on that 3-4 spot.
All right, must have been mechanical there.
Got ourselves up on the gate.
Alright, we are into racing, and that is going to be Georgia Poe Edwards out like a rocket ship. Trying to put a couple of bike legs back on the 2 spot as she goes in on the whole shot, looking into the 2. We've got the 856. That is going to be Darcy Dumbbell in the 2 spot, and Eddie Smith following close behind with Livy Ellington and Grace Woodstrat, but it is all polka dot Poe Edwards. She's put the quarter acre section between her and Darcy in the 2 spot. Trying to get into the work early. That daylight working real good out there on this Cambridge BMX Raceway. And it will be Darcy in the 2, the 110 of Indy Smith coming through in the 3, followed by 758 and the 289 rounding out the 9 girls Moto 4.
All right, 9 girls as they go into this one. It's Cooney Law. Thank you very much as they sponsor it. But that's Hattie Barrington out of Sunset Coast taking in the number 1's position as they roll through here. If you're ever in hot water, you want to make sure you get Cooney Law and represent you. Speaking of hot water, it looks like we've opened ourselves up a tuba deep heat because this one's starting to heat up. This one just went from lukewarm to hot as they come through here. It's Hattie Barrington in the number 1 spot. Ashley Lloyd taking in the number 2 spot. But Cara Pretorius taking in the number 3 spot. It's the Mountain Raiders holding on to the number 2. Hattie Barrington, Sunset Coast, driving hard in the pink, holding on to the number 1. Mountain Raiders is looking for a way through, and Hamilton's trying to hold on to that 3 spot. But it's Hattie Barrington, Sunset Coast, taking in the 1 spot. Ashton Lloyd, Mountain Raiders taking in the 2.
All right, big shout out to the Griffin family getting in behind the 10 boys. Sam White, Jake Pomati, Baden Prescott, Casey Saudi, Henry Johnson, and Enzo Torrens in this one. And it is going to be none other than, pick it up as they come back through. It looks like it's going to be Tate Burden out in the 1, Cole Hills for the 2, Caleb Hodder in the 3, Millen Hamlin for the 4, Liam McDonald for the 5, Dylan Hicks in there as well, but the NZ3 bike of Baden Prescott coming through in the top spot.
All right, it's 10 boys. This is sponsored by the Griffin family as they come through. Nice riding in there from Tiamutu rider as he's coming into that whole shot position, and he's got the nice race line as he comes through there. He's got the white line fever at the moment, and his nice little manual over top of the double as he's pushing himself forward. He's pushing it down. He means business out there as he's trying to wrap this one all up as he comes through here. This one's lit up like a Christmas tree, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to want to make sure you keep your eyes on the prize as he's coming through. That's Baden Prescott out there on the number 1 spot with Enzo Torrens coming in on the number 2 spot. But it's AC Southley coming in there from Capital and the number 3, and it's Henry Johnson on the 4.
Must be round number 4 on day 1 of the North Island titles. We're getting a bit lost in our moto sheets, but that's all right. We're back to racing. Moto 4, 10 boys. Max Olsen out there in the 1. JD Pretorius in the 2. Harley Logan coming through in the 3 spot. Great racing so far from the 10 boys. We'll pick it up as they go head towards the 2nd corner. It is still going to be Max Olsen throwing it down in the top spot. The North Harbour rider Harley Logan locked in there in the 2. Sam Hickey there in the 3 by a hair, but it is going to be all on for young and old going into this 4th and 3rd and final corner. Oh my gosh, chopping and changing like a teenager's hairstyle. And it will be Olsen, Pretorius, and Logan in the 3.
Okay, here we go. 10 boys sponsored by the Griffin family as they come through here. Nice riding. It looks like the whole shot position belongs to the Massachusetts Hill as he comes through on this one. But it's Dylan Jones looking for a little bit of a way through, but not able to do it as he's coming through. And who's who in the zoo? What's what in the truck? Out in front, it's Mata in the number 1 spot. Dylan Johns in the number 2. Caden McKenzie taking in the number 3 spot. But it's out front. It's the race within the race in the back line. But out in the front, it's Mata out in the number 1 spot as he's lining it down. This guy's going to be turning and burning into that third corner. Dylan Johns is looking for a way through. It's a little bit of an argy-bargy. Down this one, it will be a bit of a drag race. Who's going to be able to hold it to the top? Nice.
All right, we're into the 10 girls. Amy Pocock, Mia Grant, Amelia DeTheory, Lily Hansen, Leah Mould, Matilda Powell in this one. And it is going to be Mia Grant into the whole shot going through in the top spot. Amelia DeTheory settling into the 2, Lily Hansen in on the 3, but don't look away because these girls have been throwing down some awesome racing all day. Grant is into a little bit of a lead now with a couple of bike links back to her clubmate. Hansen in the 2 spot, DeTheory holding on by the skin of her teeth, trying to make something happen down this third straight. They are going elbow to elbow, bar to bar. What can Hansen do? Can she make this pass stick? DeTheory says, oh, wait a minute, I got a little bit left in the tank, but it is going to be Hansen. She'll hold on, pick up the 2. And DeTheory has to settle for the 3.
10 girls sponsored by Higgs Building. Thank you very much as they come through here. Oh, we got ourselves a little bit of a spill here, and she's got collected by this one. But out in the front, that looks like that's Skyla Hansen coming through with Olivia Anderson in the number 2 spot as they come through with Savannah Hodge from White Tackeries holding it down on the number 3 spot. These girls got rhythm, they've got rhyme, they've got the BMX race line as they come through here. And it looks like the girls are back up on the pace as they come through in the back line. But out in the front, that's Olivia looking like she's got herself a nice little riding line. That's Skyla Hansen in the number 1 spot with Olivia Anderson in the number 2 spot. Savannah Hogg holding on to the number 3 spot as they roll through the finish line.
Big ups to these 2 out the back. They are still fighting it out and racing despite the fact that they binned it on the first straight. That is some courage right there. Olivia Foss trying to keep just a nose ahead. But that is real grit and determination from these 2. All right, gate drops, and we got Pippa Spence, Cameron Colquhoun, Ruby Buckley, Mika Wallace, Indy Wilkinson, and Jada Gillard in this one. And it is going to be on like Donkey Kong. Ruby Buckley going deep into the first corner. What has she got? Can she keep Wallace at bay? That is going to be Wallace out in the 1. Cameron Colquhoun in the 2. Buckley back in the 3 spot. And it is going to be Wallace
representing the White Tackeries as he's pumping it through. It's a 6-4-1, holding on to that one, but it's a 6-6-6. It's to unleash the beast. It's Blake looking for that number 1 spot as he pushes through, but he doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the pace. It's Henry Hogg taking her home. He's taking home the race.
All right, race 2, 7, 9, 8 boys. Thanks to the Clark family. Kingston Hislop, Daniel Chen, McKinley Foreman, Benjamin Horshcroft, Brock Wellington, Jaden Verrett, Cole Guild, and Logan Healy in this one. We'll see. It looks like it's Healy through in the top spot. Chen in the 2, Hislop for the 3, Jaden Verrett in there in the 4 as they head into that second. For the 3, Jaden Verrett in there in the 4 as they head into that second corner. It is, again, it's a mixed bag as they come down onto that third straight. Who's come out in the top spot? It looks like Chen is in the top spot now. Hislop Hislop's back out in 1. Chen in the 2. Verrett in the 3, and they are going to go 1, 2, 3 down that last straight. Can the City Rider hold on to it? Looks like he can. Harbour for 2 and Mount Raiders in the 3.
All right, here we are into the Clark family 8 boys. Thank you very much. It's Thor Pizzo with a nice gate start, but he's way out in the front. He's a Hamilton boy, and he's representing as he comes through this one. But out in that second place, it's a nice riding from the Aussie rider. That's Tate Wrench coming in there with Real Boundary coming from Cambridge. But it's Thor Pizzo, and he's having it his way. He's laying down the tracks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you ride a bike. Anyone can ride a bike, but not everyone can ride it fast. It's Theo Pizzo out in the front at the moment, and he's laying it hard. As he comes into that third corner, there's no one knocking on the door, but the Aussies are trying to catch up. But it's a 1-1-5 trying to look for a little bit of a way through. It's Real Boundary going to see if he can make it, and he's pushing it all the way. Does he have the steam? It's Theo.
All right, 8 boys, Clark family. We got Rex Olsen, Bowden Lamb, Flynn Robinson, Charlie Robinson, Nico Simeon, Jihu Hong, Frank Walters, and Matua Nui Hill. And it is going to be Matua Nui Hill out in front, 8-7-6 though. That is going to be Bowden Lamb trying to find a way round, rocking the Bryson Joyce shirt. Seems to be giving a bit of extra horsepower these days. Awesome to see Lamb up into the 2 spot. Matuanui Hill, though, he's got a couple of bike legs back to the best of the rest. The Mountain Raider in on the 2. The Harwood rider charging hard up that outside shoulder. What can happen? What's the 274 got in the tank? Charlie Robinson looking to try and go around. So that's Flynn Robinson. And it is going to be Hill for the 1, Lamb for the 2, and Robinson in the 3.
All right, it's the representing Fresh Choice Leamington sponsoring the 8 girls as they come through here. Nice line from Talatorns, from Kiara High as they coming through. But it's Stella Torrens in the 1 spot at the moment, and she's looking real hard as she's coming through with the leopard print. Hiding out front, out there, it's Stella Torrens hiding in plain sight, but it's Lockley Bagley coming in on that number 2 spot with Kara Ockelbach from Capital holding in the number 3 spot with Adri Joyce in the 4. And it's the Aussies in the mix as they come through. But it's Stella Torrens in the number 1 spot as the 93 plate, but there's a little bit of a knock on the door as they coming through. Will she open it? Will she let the wind through? No, she's holding it strong as she comes through. It's Stella Torrens holding her line and defending their title. It's Stella Torrens holding it strong.
All right, into 8 girls, thanks to Fresh Choice Leamington. Gretagy, Ava Stevens, Matilda Burley, and Alice Jeffrey. And it's going to be Z out in the top spot. Matilda Burley in on the 2, Alice Jeffrey in the 3, and Ava Stevens rounding them out in the 4 spot. She's been going good all day. Looks like she is going to be treating this 4th moto no differently with a couple of bike legs back to the 2-3 spot. The Mountain Raider looking focused in the mirrored goggles. Coming back towards us, making sure that she is going to make a run on that finals. Hopefully tomorrow at 6:24 though. That is going to be our rider in the 2 spot, Matilda Burley, followed by Alice Jeffrey and Ava Stevens.
All right, revving up the engines. It looks like that's Tobias Dickinson in there, but it's a Honda shop, that's for sure. That's why these boys are revving it, and they're burning the rubber as they come through on this one. They're laying down their tracks as they go through. It's Tobias Dickinson in the moment, and he's making sure he's throwing down the line. It's all these magic tricks as he goes through this one. You silly rabbit, magic trips are for kids. It's Tobias Dickinson in the number 1, Nixon Murphy in the number 2, with Jackson Carroll from East City in the number 3 spot. As they roll on through here, it's Jackson Carroll trying to make it through. They're looking for a little bit of an undercut. He holds his spot. He's going to make sure he does a little bit of a drag race on this one all the way to the finish line. They're going to have to go up to the top. Who's got that one? Tobias Dickinson taking the 1.
All right, into another of the 11 boys, thanks to Honda Shop. Toby Ryan, Lucas Jones, Dylan Smith, Robbie Zilwood, Tyler Cochran, and James Sinclair. And it is going to be, we'll have to have a look who's come through in the top spot. Looks like Smith's in the top spot, Sinclair in the 2, Tyler Cochran holding it down in the 3. But what is going to happen as they come back towards us, it is going to be Smith still holding it down in the top spot, Sinclair the 2, Cochran in the 3, Ryan there in the mix. The Harwood rider though, looks like he's got a lock the noted. He'll chuck a win in the bag in the win, a win in the bag. Last time on day number 1 of North Island titles.
All right, here we go. Let's see who this one, like a bull in the China shop, we're going to see out front. Nice riding in there. That's the NI3 plate. That's Nielsen Uratra from Rotorua. He's eyeing up his prize as he comes through this one. He wants to make sure he takes home that checkered flag, and he's making sure he gets all the points in for that final. But it's Nelson Uratra out in that front position at the moment, getting followed down by Cooper Beck as they get chased down through there. But they're coming through with some nice race lines. Cooper Beck is going to have to do some serious work. He's going to have to throw the afterburners on it. Who's got the juice? Who's going to be loose? Who's going to be able to take it home all the way to the checkered flag? It's Nielsen Urota, Cooper Beck taking the 2, Monty Gardner taking in the number 3 spot.
All right, another one of our 11 boys. We'll be looking at Jack Kelly getting out the gate real quick. Who's going to be in the whole shot as they come through? It is going to be the 118, Jack Kelly staying in the top spot. Joshua Braithwaite, though, the Raider in the 2, followed by Max Whitelaw, Alex Shanks, Jake Bramwell, Charlie Shaw, and Nathan Swain. These guys have been throwing it down all day. It looks like Jack Kelly, though, he has got it under control for now, but Braithwaite, though, charging hard down that 3rd straight. What is going to happen? Can he cook something up as they turn and burn for home? Can he get a run out of that 3rd and final corner? It looks like Kelly's going to hold on to it. Braithwaite will come in the 2, and Shanks will come through in that 3.
All right, up here on the gate, it's 11 girls, sponsored by the Battery Town as they come through here with a nice whole shot position. That's Penny Simmons coming through from Australia. She's been laying it down all day long, and she's looking real strong as she comes through here. She's definitely been eating her Wheaties this morning as they come through. They don't know if they got Vegemite or Marmite over there, but whatever they got in there, she's definitely got the juice because she's loose out in the front. It's Penny Simmons from Aussie looking real good with Liam Lowe trying to get hold onto that number 2 spot. But Siren Hedges is in the number 3 spot, but there'll be a battle out there for sure. It's Peyton Carroll from the East City looking in for a little bit of a nosy as she comes through. Is there going to be an undercut at the moment? Not at the moment, but it's Penny Simmons holding strong on that number 1. Liam Lloyd taking the 2.
All right, 12 boys, thanks to VCE underway. Ryan Marshall, Kate Pedersen, Rico Ryan, Levi Moyhew, Joshua Hippie, Nathan Granson and Brooklyn Hansen. And it is going to be Rico Ryan out the gate with Brooklyn Hansen, and on the 2, Levi Moyhew locking it down in the 3 spot. Kate Pedersen in the mix, as well as Josh Hippie and Nathan Granson, followed by Ryan Marshall. But it is all Ryan down the 3rd straight, couple of bite lengths to spare, back to, it looks like a hard charging Kate Pedersen trying to come up into that 2 spot, though. He's got the 677 in the form of Brooklyn Hansen to have to get around in the meantime. But Ryan's going to take the 1, Hansen for the 2. And Pedersen comes through in that 3.
All right, 12 boys, we got the VCE coming in here sponsoring. VCE's always in the mix as they come through. And it looks like that's none other than the Charlie Wellington coming in there on the plate of the 430 with a nice race line as he comes through there. But it's Whitington out in the front. It's Joyce in the number 2 with Sazzy coming through on the number 3. McNabb in there, but Duckett's looking for it to get into the mix at the moment. But it's Worthington out in the front as he comes through there. The Tauranga Riders looking real strong all day long. But it's Joyce in the number 2 spot. But don't look back because it's Dylan Sazzy coming in on that number 3 spot. Look for a way through as they're laying down the tracks as they go through here. It's a race to the finish line. You got to pump it. You got to junk it. And he puts it through up to the top to see who takes 2 on that one.
All right, gate drops them into another of the 12 boys, thanks to VCE. We got Donna Hansen, Braxton Gillard, Hamish McIntosh, Sol Probin, Reef Hendricks, Cooper Murphy, and Jared Rennie. And it is going to be Cooper Murphy through in the top spot, followed by John Hansen, Braxton Gillard, and the Flying Relay, the best haircut in BMX, Reef Hendricks. But it is going to be these 2 break away from the rest of the pack. It's the 134, Cooper Murphy, throwing it down with his South Island compatriot. Hansen in the 2, the Flying Relay holding on to 3 for now, but what is going to happen? We got a couple of races within a race. It looks like it's going to be a race for the line between 3 and 4. Who gets it? And I think we'll see that Hendricks holds on, takes the 3, and Gillard for the 4.
All right, here we go. We have ourselves the 13 boys representing Cabinetry by West as they come through here. But that looks like that's Liam Clifford, and it's Nixon Banks holding on to that number 1 spot as they come through here. Liam Clifford's going to have to settle for number 2 at this point. But it's Zayden Coley coming in on that number 3 spot from the Southland. But out front, that's none other than Nixon Banks as he's going through this one, and he's fast at this one. Somebody give Colonel Sanders a call because this kid's got the secret recipe as he's rolling through here. It's Nixon Banks on the number 1. Liam Clifford taking in the number 2. With Zildjian Coley coming in from Southland in the number 3 spot. Nixon banking it in.
All right, gate drops. We got Ben Anderson, Arlo Rendell, Jack Buckley, Fletcher Lawrence, Marcus Bushran, and Emerson Hohaya. And it is going to be Benny Anderson out in the top spot. The Harvard rider charging hard in the 2. It's going to be Jack Buckley in the 3. And Fletcher Lawrence locking it in the 2 spot. Jack Buckley having to work hard to stay in striking distance on that 3 spot. What can they do as they come back towards us? Looks like Anderson's got the 1 spot covered, but it's the 2-3 that we're looking at as they come back towards this last straight. What is going to happen as they turn and burn for home? It's going to be the Harvard rider out in front. Mount Raider has to settle for the 3. Great racing from the 13 boys.
13 boys, sponsored by Cabinetry by West as they come through here, throwing themselves onto this one as they rock and roll into this one, but it's a 414 plate. It's that Timothy Cresswell coming in there as a plate of the NIZ coming in through there, and it's Tamu Thompson coming in on that number 2 spot with Caleb Smith coming in there tight, but it's Grant there in that number 5 spot as he comes through, and he's rolling hard in the 4, but it looks like it's out in the front. It's a 414. That's Timothy Cresswell holding it top. Thompson in the number 2, Smith in the number 3 as they come through there, White in the number 4, but it's a battle out there for the number 4, getting pushed up high. It's Grant, and it looks like a nice riding in there from Timothy Cresswell, taking it with Thompson taking in the 2.
All right, another of our 13 boys. Thanks to Cabinetry by West, Carter Lane, Blake Cotter, Fergus Gardner, Xavier Bell, Cooper, Halitama, Noah Evans, and Khalil Alexander in this one. Looks like Khalil Alexander's got through in the top spot, followed by Noah Evans, Fergus Gardner, and Xavier Bell. I tell you what, these 13 boys are absolutely lightning fast around this Cambridge BMX track. But it is Khalil Alexander, the current NZ3, in the mix with the 77 bike of Noah Edmonds in the 2. Xavier Bell trying to stay within striking distance in that 3 spot, but he is going to have to settle for the bronze medal, or at least the bronze position in this, the Moto 4 of the 13 boys.
All right, up on the gate there, there's the 14 boys, sponsored by the BMX Collective. And it's Lucas Mattini holding on to that number 1 spot with a nice manual over top of this one as he comes through, screaming through this one. I'll tell you, Shadows can't even keep up with these boys as they're racing hard as they're going into this one. But it's a battle for that number 2-3 spot with the Hamilton rider in the number 3 spot at the moment. But it's Conan Ludman in the number 2 out representing Kelpo. But it's Lucas Mattini out of Mountain Raiders holding it strong. With the NZ number 5 in the number 2 spot, it's Cohen Ludman holding it down. Zane Williamson in the number 3 with Ben Shaw representing Dunedin in the number 4. Cooper Howell coming in the mix from Capital, and also Aiden Muldrow coming in.
All right, another one of our 14 boys. We've got Cameron Wallace, Case Silver, Nixon Poynton, Sano Cochran Benson, Mason Jigglesmart, and Morris Rennie. And it's going to be Wallace in 1 silver for 2, Poynton for the 3, Cochran Benson in the 4, Jigglesmart 5, and Rennie in the 6. But it is on like Donkey Kong as they turn. Oh, jeepers creepers. That is an absolute save if I ever saw one. That is awesome stuff. Wallace in the 1 silver. Might need to change his undies after that one. That was a save and a half. Pointing through on the 3.
All right, it's 14 girls sponsored by the Faulkner family. Thank you very much. But it's a nice start there from Beth Walker coming in on that number 1 spot out of Cambridge. But it's looking like it's Ray Nepa Anderson in the number 2. Gizzy representing, bringing it home. She's looking for that gold out of Gizzy, but she's going to have to skate her, put her rollerblades on and skate hard because it's Beth Walker out front. And out front, she's pushing hard. Beth Walker's got herself some serious momentum as she comes through that rhythm section. Nice little argy-bargy on that number 2 spot with a 1-2-3 coming in, and it's pushing hold. But it's Holly Treble coming in through from Christchurch, pushing herself in. And it's Holly Treble. It's a drag race to the finish line, up to the top. Who's taking home number 2?
All right, 14 girls, another one in the gate. We got Sophie Colhoun out there in the 1 spot. Molly Buckley charging hard for the 2. What is going to happen as they go through? Can Molly Buckley get a nose in front? Lucy Lardner in on the 3. Colhoun, though, out there in the 1. Buckley in the 2. Lardner for the 3. Isabel Anderson followed by Ruby Ziegler. And it is Colhoun coming back at us in the top spot. Buckley holding on for now in the 2. What is going to happen as they turn for home? Can we get any sort of action? It is Colhoun going to the line. She'll take the 1. Buckley for the 2. And Lardner for the 3.
Out there in TV land, you're going to want to make sure you see this one. It's 16 boys. Hamilton BMX sponsoring this one. As they come through here, they're going to be going fast as they go through this one. He's getting off track as he goes through. That looks like that's a city rider as he's pushing back. That's Finn Harrison out in the back of the moment, but out front, it's Fred Cooper holding on to the number 1 spot. It's Jack Stanley coming in on the number 2. But Dario Pistovic is looking for a way through. But out in the front at the moment, it's a 110 plate, and that's Fred Cooper having it his way. Jack Stanley in the number 2. Dario Pistovic trying to make it all the way to the top, and he's going to push himself through. The Fungaray rider doesn't give up.
All right, another one of our 16 boys. Jack Young, Asher McKnight, Jacob Shaw, Isaac Thompson, Max Richardson, and Tom Coleman. And it's going to be Tom Coleman comes through in that whole shot position. Jack Young in the 2, Maxie Richardson, the NZ6 in the 3 spot. Jacob Shaw 4, Isaac Thompson 5, and Asher McKnight 6. It is going to be all Coleman as they come back towards us. The NZ1, sorry, the skinny digit. Jackie Young trying to get in within striking distance, but he is going to have to settle for the 2 this time around for moto number 4 of our 16 boys.
All right, 16 boys on the gate. Sponsored by Hamilton BMX Club. Thank you very much as they come through here. Who's going to be ripping for that whole shot position as they go bar to bar. A little bit of a sketchy ride in that back section. Nice little manual over top of this one. Looking for that. It's a 185 plate out in the front. But that's none other than the Fungaray rider. That's Tyler Dinsdale. And he's holding his ground. This boy is glory bound. It's Tyler Dinsdale out in the front. And he's pushing himself hard. But it's in a battle for the number 2 spot. They're chasing it in behind hard. But it looks like James Wallace with the NZ3 is holding it down. And he looks like he's going to be able to hold on to the 2 spot. NZ3 holding the 2. Nice riding in there. Looks like that could be an NBR rider coming in through there with KT Moana, 77.
All right, gate drops. We got Cameron Lang, William Herbert, Mason Stills, Hunter Hedder, and Harry Fav. And it will be the 82 bike. That is going to be Cameron Lang out in the top spot. And our 17 to 24 male 20-inch. Looking who is in the 2. We've got Harry walking in the 2 spot. William Herbert, followed by Mason Stills and Hunter Hedder. But it is going to be our Dunedin rider, Cameron Lang. Out in the 1, the Harwood rider, the NZ7 in on the 2 spot. And William Herbert, the Mountain Raider, will come through in the 3.
All right, we got some holy rollers out on this one, and we're looking for a glory bound as they coming through. But that's none other than the NBR rider. That's Lewis Atkinson representing East City in the NBR. He's got match components all over him, but he's out in the front of the stage, and he's riding it hard. It's Lewis Atkinson, and he's laying down the tracks as he's coming through this one. This boy means business, and when he goes, he goes. He's out front, and he's just screaming out on this one. It's Angus Thompson trying to make a way through. Zachary Arnold in the 3, but it's Ben James out in the mix with Matthew Burns from Tauranga. It's Xavier Dunn from the Mountain Raiders, but it's Lewis Atkinson taking her home.
All right. FS Graphics Design bringing us the 70-24 female 20-inch. Ellie Biddick, Maya Watkins, Abby Hurst, Tyler Shea Donaldson, and Riley Furr. And it looks like it's going to be Maya Watkins getting a nose ahead of Ellie Biddick as they head towards the second corner. We'll see who is in the 3 spot. It looks like it's going to be Abby Hurst, followed by Tyler Shea Donaldson. The Harwood rider going hard in the 1. Ellie Biddick, the Mountain Raider, they're looking to try and work something out on this last corner. She goes low, it gets the gas on. What is going to happen? It is going to be part of our action. What are we going to have? Who's got what? And I think it is going to be Maya Watkins by a lick over Ellie
All right, as
Biddick.
we go through here, we got 17 to 24 female 20-inch FS Graphics helping us out as they come through here, but that's none other than Selena Pfizer, Mountain Raiders in the number 2 spot, but it's Zoe Hartwell in the number 1 spot, Mountain Raiders. It's a Mountain Raiders 1-2 coming in through there. But we also have ourselves a nice riding in there from Emily Sorson, taking in the number 3 spot as she comes through here. Selena's looking for a little bit of an undercut, but it looks like it's the Mountain Raiders taking in the 1-2. Down this section, we got ourselves a drag race. It's a Haro rider coming in through there. She could have pushed herself into second.
All right, big shout out Jackie Owens, legal for our 25 plus female 20-inch. We got Tony James, Caitlin Jorgantis, Nancy James, Sonia Reddy, Jodie Good Jorgantis, Donna Head, Lisa Anderson, and Jeanette Davies in this one. And it is going to be Tony James taking them through in the whole shot position, followed by Caitlin Jorgantis and Jodie Jorgantis. Jeanette Davies in there as well as Donna Head, Sonia Reddy, Lisa Anderson, and Nancy James. But it is all Tony James out there in the top spot. Do you think there would be any other BMX race in the world that could have members of the same family? We got 4 out of the 8, I think. By all accounts, Tony James, she'll take the 1. Jorgantis is 2, 3, and Jeanette Davies taking the 4.
All right, here we go. We got ourselves some heavy hitters as they come through this one. It's a 40 to 49 male 20-inch, and it's Tawa Architecture that's representing as they come through here, but we got ourselves a clear leader. It's JT Nipa coming in there from the Gizzy. He ain't wasting no time as he's getting chased down hard by Lance Tinsdale out of Pungaray. But it's Alex Peterson, the old Calpatani, coming in on the number 3 spot from the East City. Yeah, Alex is going to make sure he's going to throw down the rubber, but it's the inside move on the 142 trying to get through. That's Nation Cortelius coming through from the Christchurch. Gareth Laughlin in the mix with Grant Rennie and Adam Green. Dwayne Inwood in the mix as well.
All right, powder coating NZ brings us the 30 to 39 male 20-inch. Philippe Fernandez, Russell's Philippe, Ben Watson, and Rob Robinson in this one. And that is going to be none other than Philippe out there, the 73 bike from East City going through in the whole shot position. Rob Robinson, the skinny digit from Harwood, he's going to be in the 2. Russell and Ben rounding them out in the 4-5. Sorry, the 3-4. And it's going to be, the Harwood rider though gets the nose ahead. What is going to happen on the end? Can Philippe hold on? I think he might have got there just by the lick.
All right, as we roll into this one, it's the 30 to 39 male 20 inches, the powder coating NZ. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a race you're going to want to see as the Howrah rider is out there. But it looks like there could be a little bit of paralyzed by indecision as they're in that mix on the number 2 spot as the Hamilton rider is trying to get himself through. Is he going to be able to make it? Yes, it's a nice little undercut in there from the Hamilton rider. It looks like he's taking it through. Alex Lynch is taking in the number 2 spot, but can he hold on to it? It's a 2-3-5. Trying to make sure he gets in there. It's Jay Peters taking her back, and it's going to be a drag race to the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. 30 to 39 males. These guys are busting a move.
All right, we are into the JJ Kart Services 30+ male masters. Tim Ferguson, John Hayes, Adam Coker, Carl Thurston in this one, and it's going to be Timmy the Tank Ferguson. He's going through in the top spot. John Hayes there in the second. Carl Thurston followed by Adam Coker. And again, it's going to be a masterclass on how to ride around here. The 122 bike going like the absolute clappers, but Adam Coker though makes a run from the back. He's going to try and pick up a few places. He'll go through, take the 2 spot, and followed by Carl Thurston for the 3.
All right, up on the game here, we have the Mighty Elvis Memorial Class. NBR, Nelson Brothers Racing are sponsoring this one as we have this one in the mix, but it looks like Tobias Dixon got a nice little run on this one, but he's getting squeezed as he comes through this one. The Aussie riders are in the mix and they're taking it home. Finn Lawrence looking real good as they come through here, but it's Jax O'Neill coming in on the number 1 spot as they roll through here, and it's Jax representing Aussie, but Finn Lawrence is in the number 2 spot. Jax is going to be able to hold on to this one as he comes through. He's looking for a little bit of a way through, and it's Finn Lawrence holding a nice race line as he goes, but it's an undercut at the moment, but it looks like all the way to the finish line as they push. Their race ain't over until you cross that finish line. It could be anybody's game. Up to the top on this one.
All right, gate drops again. Mighty 11th Memorial Class. We got Ace Birchall from Australia in the 1, Nico Meyer in the 2, Jack Reed, Noah Joyce, Maggie McDougall, Kaylee McKeeve, and Finn Barrington rounding them out, but it is going to be Aussie, Kiwi, Aussie, Kiwi. Jeepers, they're representing those Australians out there today, and it is going to be the Aussie rider, the 3 rider out there in the front. Nico Meyer though, try not to stay within striking distance. He'll go through and lock in a very, very healthy 2 spot, and it will be Jack Reed, the other Aussie rider, coming through to lock in the 3.
All right, here we go. Mighty's 11 Memorial Class, sponsored by the NBR, Nelson Brothers Racing as they come through here. Nice one by Jai Martini. He's out in the front at the moment. It looks like the New Zealander's got the 1-2, but it's the Aussie rider taking a little bit of an undercut. It is Brock O'Neill taking in the 2 spot, but it's Mila Lynch coming in on that number 3 as they come through here. But it's Chloe Pepper from Aussie with Jackson Carroll, Penny Simmons from Aussie, and Kelly Meller from the New Zealand. But it's Jai Martini at the moment, and he's rolling it through here as they come through here. It's Brock O'Neill out in the front. It's Jai in the number 2. The Kiwis are going to be able to hold the position. No, it looks like it's going to be a drag as they come through this one. Jai's going to have to push it through, and it's Brock O'Neill and Jai taking her.
We've been in a lot lately. We can just talk about it. I know we can make it, baby. What I got ended. Maybe now is our time to make it.
All right, shout out to Rap House for the support of the 50+ male 20-inch. We got Lee Stevens, Mike Head, Golden Wheels, Warren Bogus, Greg Hughes, Steve Armian, and Ryan Guilford in this one. And it is going to be Mike Head going in at 2. The first corner in the whole shot position. Greg Hughes locking it in the 2. Steve Armian in the 3 as they come back towards us. Mike Head though, he's going to have to keep that 88 bike nice and wide because Greg Hughes looming large in the rearview mirror. What is going to happen? They're going to go elbow to elbow, bar to bar, turn on the drag race, but Mike Head's got it covered. He says nothing to see here. Locks in another 1. Greg Hughes has to settle for the 2, and Mr. Steve Armian will come in the 3.
Gate drops in the 12 girls here. Hamilton Fencing coming through, making sure that they're clean and green as they go through. It's Hamilton Fencing coming in on this one, but it's Maddie Newcomb in on the number 1 spot as the Rotaroos representing Indy McMillan coming from Southland in the number 2. Grace Lander holding it strong from the Whitax in the number 3 as they come through here. Ladies and gentlemen, these girls are glory bound as they come through here. They're looking to make sure that they're laying down the mark as they roll through this one. And it's lining up real nice here from Maddie Newcomb out of Rotorua, but Indy McMullen is coming through from Southland, and Grace Loudner from the Whitax. Chloe Dinsdale from Whangarei is holding on to the number 4 spot as they roll through here. Lily Rose Morhoo's coming in with Charlotte Zellwood.
All right, gate drops again. We're into the 13 girls, sponsored by the Nilsson family. Abby Story Frowling, Luca Penny, Maya Parrott, Taylor Mortensen, Holly Nilsson, Sophie Penny, and Talia McFarlane in this one. And it's going to be none other than the 111, the BMX Emergency, Holly Nilsson coming through just like an emergency services vehicle, coming through in the top spot. She's going to be followed by Luca Penny and then Sophie Penny. Talia McFarlane there in the 4 as they turn and burn for home. It looks like Holly's got this one in the bag. And she'll lock in some pretty good points going into day number 2 of the 2024 BMXNZ North Island titles.
Gate drops on the 15 boys, sponsored by Match Components as they come through here. Nice riding in there from Nico Kogan as he takes hold the whole shot at this moment. It's his track and he's laying her down as he comes through there. But it's Kogan in the number 1 with Banks in the number 2. Connor taking in the 3 spot with the North Harbor representing with coming in on that one with Harkness and looking like it's Masson Robinson all the way in there from the New Plymouth. Connor Geldresmeyer looking real good from the Dunedin, but it's Nico Kogan holding on to this one. And it looks like that Deacon Connor in the back of the mix here, hiding in plain sight as they go through. But it's Nico Kogan taking the 1.
All right, another one of our 15 boys, thanks to Match Components. We've got Zed Pickford, Tainted Theory, Travis Johnson, Daniel Mason, Kobe Russell, Bryson Joyce, Riley Burley, and Lucas Cherdway in this one. A 3-1-3. We have to work out where we're at. That is all right. It looks like we got Daniel Mason out there in the top spot. The Kobe Russell in the 2. Zeb Pickford in the 3. Bryson Joyce going deep under brakes to pick up the 3 spot. And it's going to be Daniel Mason, Kobe Russell, and Bryson Joyce with a late run to pick up the 3.
All right, 15-16 girls sponsored by Trackwell as they're coming downtown. They're going bar-to-bar action on this one. It's spoke to poke, and it's no joke, ladies and gentlemen. It's 5-1-5 out in the front at this moment. It's Danica Burgington coming in there from Cambridge, Nikita Clark from the Whitetack, and it's Hunter in there on the Mountain Raiders holding on to that number 3 spot. But out front, it's a clear leader at this point. She's going to make sure she lays it down. But it's a 5-1-5 out in there, and it's Danica Burgington coming in from the Cambridge with Nikita Clark holding on to the number 2. Taking her home in the number 3 spot, it looks like none other than the Madeline Hunter Mountain Raider.
All right, into our Women Elite, thanks to BMX New Zealand, we got Lily Grenoff, Brooke Penny, Anna Mason, Leila Walker, Olivia Levins, and Amber Robertson. And then it's going to be Leila going through in the top spot, followed by Lily Grenoff, Brooke Penny, Hannah Mason, Amber Robson, and Olivia Levins. Looks like Leila's got this one under control as they head towards this third and final corner for the last time today. She's going to lock it in, and she'll take the 1. Lily Grenoff locks in the 2 with Penny, bringing it home in the 3.
Here on the gate, this one's going to be quick. It's Men's Elite, sponsored by BMX New Zealand. Slamming it down on the gate. Looks like these boys are 4-4 as they come through here. And then nobody's going to open up the door as they come through. To give an inch, they'll take a mile as they go into that first corner. And they're pushing it hard as he tries to sandwich them out. Over top of that pro straight with a nice lean man. Cha-ching, cha-ching as they roll through this one. And it looks like that's none other than Finco. Jackie on in the number 1 spot with Cooper Richardson in the number 2 spot. But it's Jackie on holding it strong. And it's John O'Surgerson out of Telpo holding it into the number 2 with Theo Bold holding the number 3. Jackie on is going to hold on to this one as he rolls it through. But it's Sanderson taking the 2 with Bold in the 3. Richardson taking the 4.
All right, another one of our elite men, thanks to BMX New Zealand, Finn Cogan, Rico D'Anvers, Will Skipper, Daniel Franks, and Jackie Granoff. And they're going 3 wide into that corner, and they are absolutely unseparatable. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that is right. They are tighter than a tight thing, heading back towards us on the 3rd straight. And it's going to be the 283, Jack Granoff out in the top spot with 358 though. Looking to try and make a run on it. Who is going to get there first? It is going to be Jack Granoff for 1, Rico D'Anvers for the 2, and Finney Kogan brings home the 3.
All right, here we go. The 8-10 Cruiser Males. No love lost in this one. It's Riverside Adventures as they come through and sponsor this one. But it's Jordan Dawson taking an early lead. I've heard this boy's got a little bit of a temperature, but he's fighting it out there as he comes through. Nice riding in there. But it looks like that's Matt Hill coming in on that number 1 spot. It's Tate Burton in there mix as well. And it looks like nice riding in there from Matta. Sorry, that's Matta out in the front at the moment. Looks like Jordan had to pull out. And it's Matta in the number 1 spot as they come through. Tate Burton in the number 2 with Donovan Wallace holding in the number 3 spot, but he's got some company in behind by the 1-2-5. And it's Enzo Torrance coming in there with Caden McKenzie looking real strong as he's trying to push it through. But it's Matt Tini DeHill coming in on the number 1 with Tate Burton taking the 2. Donovan Wallace holding the 3.
right, 8-14 cruiser female. Thanks to Move Logistics Group, Olivia Foss, Skylar Hansen, Kat Morris, Mika Wallace, Hattie Barrington, and Stella Torrens in this one. And it again, it's going to be Wallace out in the front. She's going to go through and take the top spot coming out of the first corner onto the second. Mika Wallace in the 1, Skylar Hansen in the 2, Olivia Foss throwing it down in the 3 spot. Hattie Barrington in the mix as well as Stella Torrens, Kat Morris. But it's all Wallace as they come down towards the 3rd corner for the final time today. Day 1, Hansen in on the 2, Foss the 3. Barrington's moved up into the 4 spot, followed by the 93 of Stella Torrens.
All right, here we go. We got the 13 to 16 cruiser males as we go with the BP go from Leamington, who's going to be finding that honey hole as they roll through this one. But it looks like that's none other than the Bungaree rider, Tyler Dinsdale, out in the white, cha-ching, as he rolls through there one, giving some airtime as he chalks it up. And it looks like Tyler's got himself some nice rhythm as he comes through this one. But he's getting chased down by Jacob Shaw from the Dunedin with Louis Sanders in the mix as well. Samuel Benton coming in on the mixes, but it's Tyler taking it all the way home. But it's a little bit of an argy-bargy as they come to that finish line. Who's going to cross it?
All right, 17 to 24 cruiser male. And we've got Zachariano, Doris Atkinson, Hunter Hitter, Joe Armian, Stephen Wallace, and Obama Nelson in this one. And they are absolutely mixing it up. It might be the last moto of the day for them, but they are still going hard. Lewis Atkinson out in the 1 spot. Zachary Arnold in the 2, Bomber Nelson in the 3. As they come back towards us, we got Joel, Hunter, and Stephen rounding them out. But Zachary Arnold makes a run, steals one from Lewis on the line. Bomber Nelson through on the 3.
We got a 17 to 34 cruisers. Nice ride there, but looked by world number 1. She's out in the front at the moment. That's none other than your Tony James as she comes through here on that cruiser, laying it down. But it looks like that's Selena coming in on the number 2, representing Mountain Raiders, and she's putting down her mojo as she goes through this one. But Selena's holding on to her number 2. Tony James is in the number 1 spot as she represents White Thackeray. It's Tony James having it her way. Jessie Hira coming in there, looking real good. But Charlie Williamson from the Tauranga coming in the mix. Kyla Thrustington in there from the Cambridge track as they go through. Tony James taking her home. Selena taking the 2.
Thanks to the Pickford family, we got the 40 to 44 cruiser male with Nick Jeffrey, Jacques Chalice, Lance Dinsdale, Tony Carpenter, and Johan Rosenberg. Lightning Lance Dinsdale, the Whangarei rider, skinny digit for a reason. He's going through in the top spot. Nick Jeffrey in the 2. Jacques Chalice in the 3, but it is going to be mixing it up as they come through. And on the way out, looks like Nick Jeffrey is slotted into the 2 spot. Lance Dinsdale still out in the 1. What is going to happen in our 2-3 switch as they go back towards us? Can Jacques get a wheel out in front? It is going to be Dinsdale for the 1, Jeffrey for the 2, and Chalice for the 3.
All right, we got some Hamilton riders in this one. Nice start in there from Angela Inwood. Sonia Rennie having to hold on to that number 2 spot at the moment. But that New Plymouth rider is in the number 1 spot. She's just taken off. Angela Inwood's looking real good. Amy Duckett's going to have to do some work to get in there, but it's a Hamilton rider in the number 3 spot. Sonia Rennie representing. But it's Patricia in the mix from the Whiteax with Kyla Newton in Hamilton. And it's Kat Brycroft in there from Hamilton as well. But coming back at us, it's the 817 Angela Inwood with Amy Duckett in the number 2. Nice riding in there, ladies, as they roll through.
All right, thanks to Automotive Solutions. We got 35 to 39 cruiser male out here for the 4th time today. Jake Peters, Joel Perriam, Adam Koga, Sean Thompson, Scott Murphy. And it is going to be the skinny digit Adam Koga going through in the top spot. Sean Thompson locking in the 2, Scott Murphy there in the 3 as they go back towards the commentary hut. Adam Koga, Sean Thompson, they've been battling it out all day. What is going to happen? Can Koga stay a nose in front? Thompson turns and burns towards home. He's got a little bit extra in the tank. Can he get there on the line? We'll have to see. We're going to call that Koga by a nose.
All right, this one is stacked and racked as they got this one in here. I'm going to have to bring out my can opener for this one because she's going to be tight as they roll themselves into this one. But it looks like, oh, we got ourselves some serious skid lines happening in the background. But it looks like that's Derek Jertelsmeyer coming in there from Dunedin with Tim Atkinson holding in the number 2 spot. Tim's going to be able to hold this one strong as he comes through that rhythm section. But it's Derek out in the front at the moment as they come through with Kevin coming in there. Tempo coming in there from Telpo all the way in the 3 spot with Wayne Shanks representing the Hamilton. Derek coming in on Dunedin, holding it strong on the 1 with Tim Atkinson taking in the 2.
All right, another one about 45 to 49 cruiser male. Thanks to Leamington Auto Electric, Zane Alexander, Steve Schmansky, Paul Davis, Matt Bold, Andrew McFarlane, and Rob Higgins in this one. Steve Schmansky throws in the top spot, Matt Bold in the 2, Zane Alexander in the 3. It is rocking and rolling out there, I tell you what. But it is Steve Schmansky out in the 1. Alexander for the 2. We've got some mountain biking going on out there as well. Getting amongst it. He wants to go to the World Cup. Oh my gosh, having an absolute mare. Last race of the day. Give the man a round of applause. You know, Waitaki rider Andrew McFarlane.
Look, that's Andrew McFarlane in there from the YTAX. I actually think he was just sort of testing out the track there, just seeing how that line was. But give a round of applause for him as he comes through there. Good racing in there, Andrew. Well done. Up on the gate, we have ourselves 11 to 12 cruiser males, Safe Road Services. All right, as we get closer to the end of the day, but these boys are definitely thirsty for some more as they're rolling it through here. Like the Days of Thunder, they're going to be turning and burning. But that's none other than the Reef Hendricks out in the 1 spot with Dylan looking for a number 2 spot as he comes through on this one. But he's going to be getting chased down hard because it's a real race for that number 2 spot as they come through here with Nixon Murphy in the mix on the 2, with Dylan Sazzy in there, with Max Whitelaw all the way in there from North Harbour, but Nielsen Ultra from the Rotorua is in the mix. But it's Reef Hendricks having it his way as they come through here with the license plate out front with Dylan Sazzy holding on to the 2 spot. Nixon Murphy holding on to the number 3 spot. Reef doing nice with a number 1.
All right. It's that time of day. We got to keep the wheels on it all the way to the end, but it looks like it's going to be Rico Ryan out there in the top spot for the 11 to 12 cruiser male. And in the 2 spot, we got Cooper Murphy, followed by Callum McCabe, Finn Barrington, and Nathan Swain. But it is Rico Ryan. Skinny Digit, he has got company though. He's going to need to make sure that cruiser for his stays nice and wide. But these 2, they'll battle it out for 1 and 2. Ryan will get the 1, Murphy the 2, and McCabe will come through in the 3.
All right, here we go. We got ourselves a 45 cruiser female Waitakere BMX Club representing this one as they come through here. And it looks like we have ourselves Jeanette Davies in there, world number 1 from Rotorua, with Donna Head coming in there as from Christchurch with Steph Hook as well. Lisa Anderson and Haley Puddle in there with Nancy James. Now Nancy James, she's just done a ride, and ladies and gentlemen, she's back on her bike again. You got to give her a round of applause as she comes through because she's making sure she's letting everybody know how to ride a bike. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to make sure you support her as she comes through, but it's Jeanette Davies taking it in the number 1 spot. Donna Head in the number 2 with Steph Hook holding in the number 3. Lisa Anderson taking in the 4 spot as they go through here. Nancy James, ladies and gentlemen, give it a round of applause as she comes strolling through here because that's 2 races within 20 minutes.
All right, 50 plus cruiser male, thanks to Vidtech Services, Paul Luttrell, Craig Barrington, Greg Hughes, Warren Bogus, and Martin Hickson this one. And it's going to be Mr. Paul Luttrell, the TA rider, goes through in the whole shot position. Greg Hughes there in the 2, Craig Barrington the 3, Mr. Golden Wheels himself, Warren Bogus in amongst it, as well as Martin Hick, but it'll be these 2 out in front battling it, throwing it down. TA versus Rotorua. So Paul Luttrell, Greg Hughes, they're going to go 1-2 for this last one. Craig Barrington gets ahead. He'll take the 3 with Mr. Golden Wheels rounding them out. 50 plus cruiser male, Vidtech Services, Cliff Wilson, Ryan Gilliford, James Pocock, Aaron Hodder, Desapirate, Brett Hancock. And it is going to be Desapirate out in the top spot. Brett Hancock in the 2. Aaron Hodder, Cliff Wilson, Ryan Gilliford, and James Pocock. NI2 though, locked and loaded. He is going to go through, pick up the 1 for the 4th time today. And Desapirate takes to the air, rikes up a few air miles along the way. Cliff Wilson making a late run. Can he make it stick? And that will bring us to the conclusion of day 1 of the BMXNZ North Island titles. And we are over to you, Mr. Brenton Harrison.
And there we go. That's the end of day 1 here at Cambridge BMX for the 2024 North Island titles. I don't know about you, but that was some epic racing, and I'm sure looking forward to finals racing tomorrow. So make sure you stay safe, look after yourself, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Till then, take care.